What's my reason to ride?
For the thrill of the downhill.
To watch them succeed.
Customizing my bike. Racing my mates. Learning new tricks. Winning races.
For moments like these.
And hitting the big air.
Now, what's your reason not to?
Rightio, good afternoon everyone and welcome to the home of the 2023 Taranaki Regional BMX Champs, proudly being brought to you here from Hawera BMX Club. Welcome to everyone across the moto, welcome to everyone here at the track. We are here for an exciting, action-packed day of racing, and of course today is one of the first events of our 2023-24 calendar. Aaron, 2 days of racing, day one here in Hawera, day two is at New Plymouth tomorrow. What's this going to bring, mate?
Oh, mate, I think it's going to be some absolute epic racing. I've seen some of the big guys going around here already, and they've been doing some really, really good lap times. So I think fast racing, Robbins racing, all that sort of stuff, I think they're just going to have a ball. The weather's really turned it on for us. Like, I got here this morning, I was like, oh, crap. But no, absolutely awesome. The sun's come out, it's nice and warm. We're going to see some good times.
Exactly, mate, and we would expect nothing less from Hawera, from the Naki, the sun's shining, that is setting the platform for a great weekend of racing. We have a fantastic field. I think it's around 180 riders that have assembled from across the moto here in Taranaki. We have already had riders to the pits. Our riders are at the back already. I can see them getting ready. They're getting their race faces on, and they are getting ready to lay it out there on the track this weekend. Like I say, round one here today, round two in New Plymouth. I think the weather gods hopefully are going to deliver it, Aaron. But if the rain should come, what's that going to bring, mate?
Oh, that's going to make life really interesting. I mean, I love watching the racing in the rain, apart from the fact that I get wet, but the racing in the rain is a whole different story. I think tomorrow, though, it's supposed to be maybe a little bit blustery in New Plymouth, so that wind could play a little bit of havoc over those over some of those jumps. But let's see how it goes. Some of those crashes could be quite entertaining.
And we like nothing but entertainment action. And of course, that's what we love about BMX. Hawera is a unique track. It is 5 straights. And as we turn around, Aaron, look at the track. We've got a real short first straight. We turn literally at a 90-degree head pin, head down the second straight, and then come back towards us for 3, 4, and 5. That is different, Aaron. What are most tracks like? They're normally your 4 straights, aren't they?
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, there are other tracks around that have got more than 4, but most of them are usually only 4 straights. But this 5 straight, man, it's a really cool track to watch. They've done some work down there on that corner as well. Last time I was here, it was a little bit dusty and people were falling off left, right, and centre. But it's looking really good now. I haven't seen anybody crash today so far, so fingers crossed, touch wood, pray to your fall-off gods. Let's keep it rubber side down.
And we don't want to talk about accidents because we want rubber side up, as we say, rubber side down, as they say, Aaron. We want people to finish. And like I say, we've got riders here from around 3 or 4 doing the strider classes right up to, I'm guessing, 60 plus. So male, female, boys, girls, it's all happening here at Taranaki this weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for action-packed racing. Day one here in Hawera. Let's go racing.
ladies and gentlemen, race 1 is underway. We've got the Sprockets 5 and under. We've got Lawrence Sage, Lawrence, Hugo Houlihan, Hannah Inwood, Grayson Bruno, and as they race down the second straight, making light work of those awesome jumps down there. Our first riders are already heading around the second corner. Coming down those back straight, pretty good racing so far, good speed going on, we're making good use of the track. Number 281 is in the lead. Now that's Grayson Bruno, didn't quite catch the second one. The wood was one of the paper round. Now they go down the third, fourth straight, heading down towards that fourth corner. It's a little bit of a shorter corner, but smaller. They're keeping it nice and low, but the racing's pretty good. All the races are for 3 and 4 there. Who's going to take it out? I think Grayson Bruno's going to hold on to it. Can't quite see who's coming in second.
Rightio, locked and loaded for race number 2, Sprocket 7 boys. And the gate slaps down here in Hawera already for our Sprocket 7 boys as they come flying down this first straight into this tight right-hand corner as they come out of that corner. And it looks like our rider from New Plymouth, I'm sure he makes the trek down from New Plymouth to Hawera on a regular basis. Just wait and see if that local knowledge pays dividends for him as he goes into that nice second-hand corner, comes in and out past the Taranaki BMX and the Taupo BMX tents. Great to see riders from across the region here today. This is our 674. This is Charlton Leo from New Plymouth. All over his back wheel is our 896 rider. That's Lester Kalo from Hawera. He's the local lad. Let's see if that local knowledge pays dividends as he goes down that rhythm section. These boys, of course, are only 7 years old. They're pumping it through. I think it might be a nice headwind as they go down that fourth straight here in Hawera. But it looks like Charlton Leo from New Plymouth, he's going to take out the bragging rights. He'll take out the honours in race number 2, Sprocket 7 boys.
All right, we're locked and loaded. Race 3, ready to drop the gate. And we've got Sprocket 6 mix with Quarter Haimona, Maddox Gardner, Hudson Ryan, Arlo Peters, Mika Mulligan, Nicholas Willian, Liam Fife, and Finn Hudson. Oh, it's a pretty close racing as they come into that second corner. Coming up, looks like, oh, nice sweet whip there from the person in front. I think he's going to try and hold on to it all the way around. But he's got number 2 and 3 right on his tail. Who have we got here in first there? 647. Oh, Maddox Gardner out in front. Oh, but look at that. Oh, it's a race. It's going to be a sprint. Nicholas is going, oh, look, it's a sprint for the finish. People, look at that race. This is what racing's all about. You want them to be this close. You want them to be that much closer to the contact.
Tell you what, Aaron, although this is only the start of our season, you would have thought some of these riders have been going hard out all winter. This is great stuff to see at the start of our 23-24 season. Back up to the gate. We already have race number 4, not 8 boys. And the gate slaps down here in Hawera. We've got Luca Hudson, Cameron Inwood, Logan Southall, I think it is, and Donovan Wallace here from Taupo. And we know what Donovan's capable of doing. He's just returned from Scotland from racing at the UCI BMX World Championships at the moment, though. He's leading the pack. He's our NZ3 rider as he drops into this second corner, as he goes in and out, makes his way down this third straight. Back towards us here at the commentary tower, though, but he's going to have to work hard for it. We've got a 97 rider, that's Hudson Luca from New Plymouth, all over his back wheel. Let's see if he can close the gap. Sitting there in the 3 spot is Cameron Inwood from New Plymouth, and our other New Plymouth rider, that is Logan Settle from New Plymouth as well. But at the moment it is the Donovan Wallace show from Taupo. He's leading the pack as he goes past New Plymouth BMX 10. Makes his way down there first straight. But air time there from Donovan. Few manuals he's popping in. But good racing there from Donovan Wallace Taupo. He'll take out one spot in race number 4.
All right, here we are. We're loading up for race number 5. It's 8 boys.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
boys are away and it's a furious start. We've got the NZ2 out in front of that's Daniel Bjorn. But I'm not quite sure who that is chasing him down. He's going to have to work really hard. Looks like he's on that new Speedco too, the carbon one. It looks pretty nice. Around the second corner they come. He's definitely getting pressured by that number 2 spot. That's 04, Braxton Hughes. Pressure, 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 that's what I like to see. Then we've got the 994 of Charlie Ryan, 113 of Parker Gibb. And coming in really close is the 145 of Jace Davies Loveridge. But it looks like he's going to hold on to it. NZ2, Daniel, followed very closely by the 04 of Braxton.
Rightio, we're not mucking around here in day 1 of the Taranaki Regional Champs. Already up to race number 6. We've got the green flag in the starter's hands.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
And the gate slaps down once again. This is our 8 to 10 girls. This is moto number 1. And it looks like the formidable force of another Wallace. Although, yeah, Mika Wallace, she is the world number 6. She's just come back from the UCI BMX World Champs in Scotland and proudly displaying that plate, and so she should be proud of it. So that's Mika Wallace coming back towards us. She is the world 6, as I said, but all over her background, she's only a length or 2 behind. That is the local lass there of Lexi Lulu Silva from Te Awamutu. She's got the 04. She's the NBR match components on, and she's trying to close the gap on Mika. Let's see what she can do as they go into that third corner, the left to right corner, going past the New Plymouth BMX gazebo. Great to see the clubs proudly showing off their club gazebos. But it is the Mika Wallace show, just like your brother did in the last race. She'll take out the 1 spot, followed there by Lexi Silva from Te Awamutu. She'll take out the 2. Good racing, girls. I'm looking forward to the rest of the day.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, this is race 7, 9 boys. And it's already a furious start. They're close, but the boy that was in front, he's got pushed up out to the outside. They're battling it out for first and second. I don't know whose race it's going to be. 3rd and 4th are not far behind, and they're trying to catch up. They're trying to close that wee bit of a gap those boys have got. But here they come down, second straight. And in front, we've got the number 4 of Aiden Prescott. He's holding on to it. And Tate Burden is taking up the 2 spot. They're coming down into the 4th corner, round, that's the left to right corner, right down round past, coming down that fast straight, but all the battle's on for second here. That's going to be close, it's going to be close. Oh, he just put them at the post.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And here we have it already. This is race number 8 of the day. This is our 9 boys, and we've got a full gate, and it's a stack, I must say. Eli Severi from Te Awamutu, Cole Hawks, Tauranga, Caleb Hodder, New Plymouth, Jet Mercer, Hawera, Jordan Dawson, Samuel Hickey, Sam White, New Plymouth, and of course the local lad, Roy James Rue from Hawera. And let's see if the local knowledge pays off. But at the moment, bit of single file riding as they come down this 3rd straight. It is the 03, that's Eli Severi there from Te Awamutu, and the 05 as well. Great to see these Oceania riders putting their talent out there on the track. That's Samuel Hickey from New Plymouth sitting there in the 2 spot. I think that's our Tauranga rider. Yes, it is. That's Cole Halls. He's got the 111 plate today. But at the moment, that is our Te Awamutu rider. That is Eli Severi from Te Awamutu. He's going past this 10-10. He's going to roll over and take out the 1 spot. Followed there by Caleb, Cole, and that rounds out race number 8.
All right, we're locked and loaded for race 9, 10 boys.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, and who's got the whole shot? She's really close. That's neck and neck by 4 riders. But no, we've got one man who's just pushed out into the front. Who's about to start pulling away. His name is Flint Lawrence, and he's doing a great job. The other boys look like they're going to start trying to catch him now, coming down around onto the 3rd straight, down over the doubles here, down around over the tabletop, come round into the 3rd corner. Awesome racing by all these lads. We've got Austin and Cooper, Robbie, Finn, 2 Finns, Levi and Carlos. But I do believe that he's going to hold on to it all the way to the end. nice wee manuals over that last couple of jumps.
Rightio, up to the gate already. We've got our first group of 10 boys. Good numbers here in this age group as well. This is our regional champ, so riders are putting it out there today. Rightio, and we've got our SI5. Actually, maybe I should call the right motos. It always helps if you call the right names. This is our second group. Monty Gardner, we got Adam Stevens, Nixon Says, Dylan Smith, Toby Ryan, Lucas Jones, Jack Kelly, and Nelson Udata. That rounds out our pack of 8 riders as they make their way down the third straight into this third corner. But I tell you what, there's a battle there for 1, 2, and 3 at the moment. 601 and now NI7, the bar action going into this corner. And we've got a bit of a battle going on as well for 3, 4, 5. Ladies and gentlemen, you want to get out of your seats if you're sitting down, because I tell you what, this is only Moto 1 for the day, but you would think we're racing a final at the moment. Look at these boys, they're head down, they're going for it in Hawera. There is a bit of a brushy wind, but that's not holding these riders back. This is what you call action at its best. Great racing from this second group of 10 boys, race number 10.
Alright, and race 11 is away. We've got 11 boys. In this one we've got Billy McRae, Dylan Fagan, Leon Dumbbell, Levi Motahu. Well, they are fast down into that second straight and making light work of those jumps. It's anybody's battle in the for first to second. We're not even sure who's in front right now. Number 857. Leon Dumbrell. He's making the lad behind him work hard for it. The pressure's on as they come down into that last corner, come around onto the last straight. You're heading into that double over. Oh, nice with manuals there. Manual. And Mr. McRae comes in 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Rightio, already up to our second group of 11 boys, and this is race number 12 as they make their way down this very short first straight here in Hawera. And at the moment we've got Abel Burden, Jackson Hooligan Avilas, and Jared Rennie, Brexton Hook as well, and Guthrie McNabb there from Hutt Valley Thundersalps. Great to see riders from across the Muru, across the North Island here in Hawera. And as they make their way down this third straight, this is our 531 rider. That is Jared Rennie from Hamilton. Our 276 rider, that's Jackson Hoolan. And 91 rider, that's Abel Burton from Carbony Coast. He's sitting there in the 3 spot at the moment. And then of course we've got Guthrie and Braxton as well, sitting back there in the 4 5. But at the moment it's the Jared Rennie show from Hamilton as he makes his way into that last corner, down the last straight here in Hawera, but he's going to have to work hard for it. He can't give it up if he wants to take out the 1 spot. Yes, he does. Jackson Rennie from Hamilton, the 531 rider. 1 spot for race number 12.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Alright, and here we go, race 13, 11 to 12 girls. We've got Lily Rose, Motahu, Jasmine Kine, Taylor Davies Loveridge, and Charlotte Zilwood. And off down the second straight already. They're way too fast for my voice to be able to keep up with them. I'm not sure I can speak as fast as these girls are racing around this track, but as they come into that second corner, good to see that some of them are taking it high. You don't want to go too low through that corner. That corner can catch you out really, really easily. I saw some of them with a broken thumb before, but we've got the 399 out in front. That is Jasmine Klein. She's holding on to it nice and tight down the straight as she heads into the last corner for that last straight. She's making short work of all of the things, as are the other 3 girls, making it look really, really easy. Oh, but the battle's now going to be on for second and third. The sprint's going to be on. We don't know who's going to take it. Oh, she managed to hold on to it. That was an awesome race from those girls.
Wins a win, Aaron, as we always say, don't we? Anyway, the gate slapped down. I tell you what, our chief commissar here today, Darren Walker, he's not mucking around. He's wanting to get through this racing, and so he should. But at the moment, this is our 12 boys. This is race number 14. We've got Tim Tanker as well, Connor Matterford, Fergie Gardner, Carter Lane, Nixon Banks, Caleb Smith, and Jacob White. That rounds out our 7 riders as they come flying down this third straight here in Hawera. This is our NZ1, that is Mr. Banks from Hamilton. He's got the skinny digit. Our 414 rider, that's Tim Tanker as well, sitting there in the 3 spots. Fergus Gardner there from Cambridge. But a single file rider at the moment. We've got our 1 turn, then we drop back to our second race, 3, 4, 5, as they go in and out of the corner. But I tell you what, there's a battle going on for 3, 4, 5 as they go hunting, dropping into their second corner. That is our Polaris Trust corner. Let's see if he can get 3, 4, 5. Can Fergus hold on to it? Looks like he might just do it. But Nixon Banks takes out the 1, Tim Tam for the 2, Fergus for the 3.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
Alright, here we go, we're in race 15, 12 boys again. We've got Fletcher Lawrence, Kemp Hancock, Max Short, Dylan Fox, me old mate, Oliver Donaldson, Black Hopper, Ruben Scott, and they're already at the end of the second straight. Come on guys, slow down so I can keep up. Around the corner they come in, into that third straight, down over the double. I'm just going to try and catch up on who's out in front. Didn't even catch that number, it was so fast, that's how we're going. Fletcher Lawrence, and I do believe that might be Dylan Fox in there beside him, giving him pressure all the way around. Dylan Fox is giving him pressure, but it's going to be Fletcher, I think, is going to hold on to it this round. And that was awesome racing coming there through there for those guys. They were pushing it so hard that he had to skid to a stop at the end. That's awesome. You know you're pushing it hard then.
Ready, watch the gate.
That's what you call racing to the finish line, Aaron, at his best. Anyway, back to the track, and this is what we're all here for. Oh, a bit of a tumble in the first corner. They went down hard. Let's hope it's not too serious. But back to the action at the moment. That is our Tauranga rider. That is Nixon Point, and he's got the 79 plate, but he's got battle in the form of our NBL Mates Components rider. But Nixon pushed him up high. Can Case get the inside line? Let's wait and see as he comes flying down the third straight. Someone's going to go high, someone's going to go low, high. But I tell you what, Case thought, hey, you got me in that last corner. I'm going to get you in this one. And this is what you call good racing at its best. We've got Mr. White sitting there in the 3 spot. He's going to try and close the gap. Let's see if he can do that. But I tell you what, there's a bit of a breeze going on here in Hawera today, and it is playing a bit of havoc with the riders. But at the moment, Case Silver, he'll take out the race, followed there by Poynton for the 2. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, it's great to have you here at day 1 of the Taranaki Regional BMX Champs. Of course, the region always turns it on. It's always a fantastic event. And of course, tomorrow we all make our way up to New Plymouth. And of course, New Plymouth is sure riders are starting to look forward to that one as well. But if you are watching it from across the water, it's great to have you here on our live streaming feed today. BMX NZ have been able to bring this live to the riders across the community, across the globe. And I'm also pleased to announce that Mainland North, I better get this right, the Wellington Regional Champs, and also there is one other, just slipped my mind, but there are a number of other regional champs also that are being broadcasted around the globe. Aaron, it's good to have this technology on board, but I tell you what, mate, we've got to be on our toes, don't we?
Yeah, definitely puts the pressure on. You know, you got to work a little bit harder. You got to make it sound a little bit smoother, and you've got to have that sultry sound to your voice. So.
Nothing like a bit of hard work, Aaron, and as you say, we've got to, as I said, we've got to be on our toes, but this is what we love doing, folks. It's about broadcasting what we all love, and that's BMX racing. And of course, every race is different. We're at Hawera today, which is 5 straights. Tomorrow we venture 1 hour up the road to the coast of, up the coast, I should say, to New Plymouth. We're back to our 4 straight and present another set of challenges.
Yeah, so you've got to have that little bit extra energy, that little bit extra intake of carbohydrates to get you powered up around that track. Because it is quite a long track. It's an awesome track, lots of fun, even when I go and play on my dirt jump, which is pretty nice.
Talking about dirt jumping, as some of you may not know, Hawera now have a pump track out the back here, and of course New Plymouth also have a pump track now, and of course the old pump track scene is definitely growing across New Zealand, which is great to see. It's all about getting people on bike. I'm not just going to say kids, I'm going to say mums, dads. It's everyone getting out there and enjoying what cycling is all about. Looks like our fallen riders have all recovered, which is great to see. We've got the green flag as well, so we're back at the starters' hands for our next race. And looks like our 17 to 34 male 20-inch race number 17.
And they're away laughing. We've got a lot. I have no idea. Felhart and Noah Felhart and Hunt Hira. I'm not sure if I've got that name right, but again, we've got some fast riders here, and they're making it into that second corner already, taking that high line, as we were saying before, how it's nice and bottom and it's going to throw you. But we've got the 541 out in front, and following him really closely is the 97. So that's Zachary Arnold in front, and the 97 of Elias in second, pushing him hard, but the battle is on for third and fourth, and that's a great battle. Look at them go as they come into that last corner. They're making light work of the track, but I'm not sure if they're making light work of each other. Hey, what's going on? Just going to cruise over, but I'm pretty sure Zachary Arnold just took that one out.
2 days of racing, I think it is, Aaron. They're conserving the energy to make sure they can go the distance. Anyway, back to the track. It looks like we've got a triplets out there on the track. They've all got the same. This is awesome to see the team branding being broadcasted across the moto at the moment. We've got Joe Hook, we've got Brent Robinson, Dwayne Inwood, Daniel Johnny and Grant Rennie from Hamilton. But with the 1-7 and the 666 riders, although they may be teammates, there is no mercy being shown out there at the moment. One of them wants the bragging rights, and it looks like our 177 is Joe at the moment. He's saying, catch me if you can. I'm going to certainly try and push hard to the finish line. It looks like Brent's going to have to settle for the 2 spot, followed back there by Mr. Rennie, the Hamilton Presidento. He'll take out the 3.
All right, here we go, 45 plus males. It's the Golden Oldies. Ken Feist, Slew Curtis, Trent McDonald, Aaron Hodder, Greg Hughes. Don't let them know I said that when they come around back to the tent. But the battle's going on, first, second, third, even fourth. Definitely show them how it's done, for sure. But, yep, I'm pretty sure that was all Ken Feist.
And now we've got some talent being put to us here in Hawera at the moment. This is our women elite field. This is our race number 20 moto one of the day. We've got Riley, the local S from Hawera. We've got Cassie from Kapiti, Olivia from Kapiti as well. 608 rider. She is our championship licence rider. Sorry, our 508. That's Olivia Levins from Kapiti. She's leading the pack at the moment, sitting there in that one spot. But she's going to have to work hard for it, ladies and gentlemen, because she's got company all over her back. Well, I'll tell you what, she's been rolled going into that third corner here in Hawera. I've got her number, but I think that's our 258 rider. Forgive me if I'm wrong. It's Riley Fever from Hawera. She'll take it the 1, followed there by Olivia Levins for the 2.
All right, and race 21 is another lot of those women elite, the fast ladies of the country. They're definitely making it look really easy, but we know it's number 183 for Sorensen. It's a close pack up the front there. They're making it look like awesome racing. This is what we like to see. This is how they keep us entertained. But the sprint's on. Who's going to take it? We're not even sure. We're going to have to go to that camera finish. Lucky Daryl's on his job.
Well, let's hope Mr. Ranford's on his job, because I tell you what, he's having to earn his money today because the racing is fast and furious. And at the moment, we've got our 13 to 14 girls out there on the track. We've got Brooke Day, Kapiti, Amelia Lane, New Plymouth, Danica Burgess Cambridge, and Jasmine Campbell from Hawera. These are your four young ladies and the 13 to 14 girls coming flying down this third straight. That is our, as I catch the number, comes back towards me, that's our 515, that's Danica from Hamilton. 211, there's Brooke from Kapiti sitting there in the 2 spot at the moment. And I tell you what, it's a bit of a 2-horse race at the moment. We've got a 1-2 and then back to our 3-4. But I tell you what, these ladies are having fun. You can see they're out there enjoying it. Maybe they're blowing the cobwebs off, who knows. But at the moment, it's all about the Danica Burgess show from Hamilton. She'll take it the 1 spot in race 22.
All right, and here we go. Race 23 is the 14 boys, and it's furious out of the start. They are neck and neck, side by side as they come into that first corner. There's been some pushed up high, some going down low, but one of the boys is pulling out in front. He's got a good lead as he comes into the second corner. 2 and 3 are battling it out. This is sprint down the set. This one, we've got Daniel Mason out in front, but I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold on to it for, because the racer in behind him is really pushing him. Just been informed as Mr. Jordanson hit the sprint for the finish. Who's going to hold on to it? It's all about who's got the legs at the end. Lucky legs, 11. Well, actually, there's no 11.
I tell you what, it's all about the riders getting used to this win as well, Aaron, because she is causing the leads and the gaps to change at a regular basis here in Hawera today. The wind seems to have got up, but let's see if these riders can get down high, low, and get the aerodynamics going as they drop into that second corner, coming back up this third straight. And there are some very good features here in Hawera, but at the moment, that is our 01 rider. That is Mr. Coleman there from Kapiti, followed closely there in the 2 spot. Jackson Norris from Hawke's Bay sitting there in that 108 rider, but sitting back there in the 3 spot, that is the 2 spot. He seems to have gone from 3 to 2. That is Kaya Tamwana. He's the match MBR components rider. He said, see you later, mate. I'm going to go up into the 2 spot. And Coleman takes out the 1, Kai Moana for the 2, and our other at the 3.
All right, and here we go, 15-16 girls. This is race number 25. We've got Amber Bell, Jessica Hida, Hazel Gardner, Molly Inaya, Tara Herbert, and Lily Greenoff. And as we come into the third straight already, they are blistering fast down here. We've got the NZ3, World 3, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Lily, I didn't mean to say that. Your World 3, Lily Greenoff is out in front. But it seems to be her show all day long. She's got it in the bag, unless she can do a 360 or a backflip or something, give the other girls a chance to catch up. Molly in the 2. Oh, but they were battling it out. I'm not even sure if she managed to hold on to that. Daryl, do some work.
Daryl, do some work. We like seeing you working, mate. It's always good to see. I'm probably going to pay the price for that. Anyway, back to the track, because I tell you what, that's all we have. We've got a battle at the moment for 1, 2, 3. Tell you what, she's bar action going into that first corner, and that's no surprise. We've got the Finn Cogan show there. He's sitting there in the 1 spot. Gus the Bus there from Taupo. He's the NBR rider sitting there in the 2. Nick Cowie, these 3 boys out front have all just come back from Scotland. So I tell you what, they are race fit. They've been training hard through winter. They've only just returned from the World Champs, and I tell you what, you can see it at the moment with the speed and the class act of these 3. But of course, sitting back there in the 2 spot, we've got Mason Stills as well, Harry Fever as well, Cassie Walker's in amongst the action. This, I think, just pipped Nick Cowie for the 3.
All right, and it's race 27, 8-14 cruiser males, and they're off round the corner. Look at that. Oh, and I do believe he pulled away, but just lost it back to the other young lad or lady. Not even sure. But we've got Nelson Uirata, Sano Cochrane Benton, Austin Garside, Jared Rennie, Jordan Dawson, and some of these people are double classing, so it's working really hard. The 100 is Sano Cochrane Benton out in front. Uirata in second. Didn't quite catch who was in third, but oh my goodness, they're making it look really, really easy. I think it might be... Oh, I'm not even going to make a guess. Got to be honest. Sano is going to take it out. Nelson holds onto his 2 spot. 3 and 4 is really close. You're going to have to watch the replay. Number 5 comes in just fine.
And we're giving Daryl some work by asking him to do replays, mate. But anyway, back to our 17-39 cruiser mail. And I tell you what, we've had a bolter. He's pulled away. He's thought, see you later, guys. Catch me if you can. And let's see if Mr. Arnold, who's sitting there in the 2 spot, can close the gap on our bolter at the moment. I'll catch his number as he comes back towards me. I think that is our 660 rider. Yes, 990. What a race. 1-2. Leave it to transponders.
Can we please have all riders back to the pits? All riders back to the pits, please. It's time for Moto 2. But here we go, racing 40-49 cruiser mail, and there's some blasts from the past in here. Gary Adamson, Kevin Temepo, Stephen Szymanski, Daniel Donaldson, Lee Stevens, and Grant Rennie. Some of these names I haven't heard in BMX for, but they're still holding it together. They're still making it look easy. They make it look fast and furious. We've got the 200 and... Oh, I actually didn't catch that number. I don't know, but they're going really way too fast for me to read their numbers. I've got to tell you.
Cruiser mail, race 30 already in Hawera, and at the moment he's pulled away. Oh, look at that. I think that might be Mr. What's his name? Aaron Hodder. How did I not get his name? That is Aaron Hodder, I think, sitting there in the 1-2 spot at the moment. But at the moment, I'll catch him as they come back towards me. That's our 3 rider. That is Gregory Hughes. How did I not pick up on that? Gregory Hughes, he's sitting there in the 1 spot. He said, see you later, Hodder. Catch me if you can. I'm going to pull out and I'm going to take this race if I can. Let's see if it pays dividends for him. I tell you what, these guys, they may certainly have the energy and enthusiasm of the young fellas. But at the moment, Gregory Hughes from Rotorua, he'll take it the 1 and Hodder for the 2.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
And we're on the last race of this moto, race 31. And that's a fast moto we've been through pretty quick. We've got Angela Inwood, Taylor Arnold, Kat Bycroft, and Sonia Rennie. Now, as some of you have probably realised, some of these ladies are double classing, and I do not even have the energy to single class, so I'm not quite sure how they managed to double class. But hey, Big ups to them. They're making it look awesome, getting the ladies out there. We've got the O2 Angela Inwood out in front, very closely with another young lady whose name has escaped me. 246 is Kat Bycroft. She's coming around this third corner, making it look easy. It's great that she's giving it a go. I don't actually know who came in first because that was really, really close. And I think Sonia Rennie came in the 3 spot.
Well, Aaron, I tell you what, that was fast and furious action. Rorty and our riders are starting to make their way up to the gate now for round number 2. Of course, race 32 is the first run of moto round number 2. Sprocket's 5 and under. And I tell you what, mate, round 1, that kind of action, she's going to be a scintillating, action-packed weekend.
It's going to be awesome watching all of these people doing this for 2 days straight. I'm not sure I've got the energy to watch, let alone to do it myself. That's why I leave the racing to my boy, and I just chill out and let him do it. So I get to hang out with you, Manawa, and Matt a little bit later, and just enjoy it from the cheap seats, to be fair.
So we'll put that out to Hawera. We want a VIP commentary tower next time. I'm sure Mr. Lawrence, who's there, I think Lawrence may be the president, mate. We want to be upgraded. We want the nice lounges, the big screen TVs. Wishful thinking, I think, Aaron. But it's great to get back to the sport. It's just great to be able to be part of the broadcasting team for BMXNZ. As I mentioned, regional champs are being broadcasted from around the country. Wellington champs are coming up, as I mentioned. I can't remember the other two. I must ask Daryl. Anyway, we're back to the track already. They're not going to wait for us, Aaron. This is our Sprockets 5 and under. Anna Inwood, Grayson Perno, Hugo Huland, I think it is, and Sage Lawrence from Hawke's Bay. Good to see riders going from the East Coast across the... Tell you what, these little ones have only had around 30 minutes to rest and recover. I'm sure Mum and Dad would have given them a good drink, maybe a bit of sugar to keep the energy levels going over this 2-day event. And I tell you what, our rider at the front's decided to say, see you later, I'm going to push out. This is my round 2 for today, and I'm going Grayson Perno from Hawke's Bay, the 281 rider, dropping into this nice right to left-hand corner. Sitting there in the 3 spot, 208, that's Hugo. Sitting there in the 4 spot as well, we got Hannah Inwood from New Plymouth, just up the road, which is where we're all heading to tomorrow. But at the moment, that is our 280 run rider, Grayson Perno from Hawke's Bay. She's decided to come across and taste a bit of the action here at the 2023 Taranaki Regional Champs, and she looks like she's having a great day. We'll sure take out the 1 spot for race 32. Well done.
All right, and here we go, race 33. Sprocket 7 boys, Calla Lester, Caleb Ingram, Flynn Robinson, Leo Charlton, McKinley Foreman, and Cooper Lawrence. But there's a rider that's pulled away already. He got a little bit wobbly, but he's managed to hold on to it. He's coming into that second corner hot. I'm telling you, mate, if this was a little bit of a more solid track, instead of dirt flying, it'll be flames out the back of those tyres, because they're going to his lead quite nicely as he comes down that 4th straight, over the tabletop, down in, heading into the last corner, heading around to the last straight, and he's managed to hold on to it all the way. I do think that he's going to hold on to it all the way to the end. Leo Charlton has managed to hold it all the way from the very start. He took the whole shot all the way around the first corner, and now he's taken it all the way to the end.
Rightio, and for those of you watching from home, you may not see it, but the wind is certainly picking up here in Hawera, and let's see if it continues. Oh, rider's gone down in the first corner, but he seems to be okay. Let's hope he gets back up on his bike. Keep riding, boys, no need to stop, keep riding. But I tell you what, that's great sportsmanship when you see other riders stop to see if the rider's okay. Anyway, back to the racing action here in Hawera. As they make their way down this 3rd straight, we've got a huge lead going on here at the moment. He's doing a few whips as he makes his way into this 3rd corner. That's our 547 rider. 547, okay, there he is. So that's Maddox Gardner there from Hutt Valley Thundersalts. He's come up the coast, huge lead over the rest of the pack. We've got a battle going on there for 2-3. Tell you what, there's a good race going on between those two as they look over their shoulder, have a sneaky look to see where the rest of the pack is. And of course, we've got a battle going on there as well for 4, 5 and 6. But our rider there from Hutt Valley Thunderthoughts, that's Matt S. Gardner. He'll take out the 1 spot, race 34.
And riders coming down around the track, and the great sportsmanship from the other rider that helped them up. Managed to get his peak back onto his helmet for him. Awesome job there. Oh no, must have taken the peak away. No, sportsmanship. That's sportsmanship champ of the year. I do believe Mum and Dad should give extra lollies for that. I say extra lollies and a can of Coke for Cora. All right, and here we go. We're getting ready for race 35, the 8 boys. And away they go. And well, Donovan Wallace is on the challenge. And there is Daniel Viljoen. I'm not actually sure how to say that. But man, look at that. They're side by side as they come down that second straight. And they're making it look fast and furious. Oh, nice. Donovan takes that low hook, but Daniel manages to pass him on it. Let's see if Donovan can bring it back. Go Van, go Daniel, awesome. And then coming down in the 3rd spot, we've got the 151 of Logan with Jace is absolutely furious as they come down that 4th straight, heading for that last corner, but it's going to be Daniel that's going to hold on to the win. Donovan's going to take the number 2. And the number 3 is going to still be Jace, I do believe. Not that I can see the numbers from here, I've got to be honest.
Rightio here, and I tell you what, I'm having a great day up here in the comm box with you, part of the BMX broadcasting team, being brought to you live from Hawera. And back out on the track, we have our 8 boys, race 36, Charlie Ryan, Parker Gibb, Luca Hudson, Braxton, Who's I think it is, apologies if we've got the names wrong, but I tell you what, when you've got 180 riders trying to get 180 names right, it is a bit of a challenge, but we do our best. And at the moment, that is our 04 rider. That's Braxton from New Plymouth. He's leading the pack. 97, Luca from New Plymouth. So the two club mates, 1 and 2 at the moment. Parker there from Hawera. He's the local lad sitting there in the 3 spot. And Charlie Ryan from New Plymouth. He's made the trek down to this track today. I tell you what, I had a bit of a chat with Charlie earlier on, and he's a very friendly lad. Great to see. But it is our 04 rider from New Plymouth, Braxton. He'll take out the 1 spot, race 36.
All right, here we go, race 37, 8 to 10 girls. Here they come down through the first straight. After that first jump, they're making it look easy. I do believe Mika Wall taking the whole, but they're coming into the second corner, round there into the third straight, coming down for that double, and Mika's taking it away. She's blistering speed down this straight. And in the second place is the 04 of Lexi Silver, and the NZ1 of Darcy Dumbbell in the 3 spot. They make it look so much fun, but I'm telling you, they've way more energy than I think I'll ever have. Maybe because I'm getting old, but looks like it's going to be the Mika show all day long, followed very closely by Lexi Silver and then Darcy Dumbbell.
Rightio, already, ladies and gentlemen, to race 38 here in Hawera. 9 boys, moto number 2 on the gate. And I tell you what, there's talent aplenty in this group. We've got Cole George, Sam Watt, Liam McDonald, Jordan Dawson, Tate Burden, Dylan Lee, Hayden Ingram, and Jet Mercer from Hawera. To see the Hawera flag being flown strongly here today. And I tell you what, tomorrow's going to probably be the same with New Plymouth. There'll be a great contingent of local riders from New Plymouth as well. But at the moment, this is Tate Burden from Te Aumuru. He's got the Mohawk helmet on. He stands out in the crowd. And I tell you what, at the moment, he's standing out because he's leading the pack. But he's got the 888 rider that is Cole Wilson Tauranga. He's all over his back wheel. He's trying to close the gap as he goes over that table, over these rollers though. There's a bit of a crosswind going on here at the moment, and this wind has been changing the lead all day. Who's is closing the gap? Can he do it? But I think Burden's going to take out the one. Oh, 2-3. Transponders once again. Daryl, you have a job on you. Go.
All right, here we go. Race 39, 9 boys. Rory James Brewer, Eli Sisevi, Sam Maisie, Samuel Hickey, Joshua Fagan, Caleb Hotter, and Baden Prescott. And as they come down, that can be closer than cousins, I'm telling you. And here we go. Now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. All battling it out for those spaces. We've got the NZ3 out in front, NZ4 in behind, NZ5. 3, 4, 5. What's going on? That's Eli, then Baden, and then Samuel. They're making it look awesome. And here we go with the very fast number 820 coming around the corner. He's doing really, really good. Rory James from Hawera, making Hawera feel represented in this race. Awesome to see that all of these boys are having so much fun and just getting out there and smashing it.
Rightio, the gate slaps down and we've got our 10 boys, race number 40, Adam Lawrence, we've got Austin Garside, Levi, Toby Ryan, Smith, Robbie Zillwood, Cooper Beck and Monty Gardner rounds out the pack as they make their way down this second straight into the corner, which appears to have had a nice surface applied to it. And at the moment, that is our Hawera rider. He's leading the pack. I'll catch his number as he comes back up towards the commentary tower. That is our 311 rider. That's Cooper Beck. Following all over his back wheels, a 601 rider. That is Dylan Smith. He's sitting there in that 2 spot at the moment, and we've got a carpet out. But at the moment, that is our Hawera rider. He's pulled out. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. That's Cooper Beck from Hawera. He'll take out the 1 spot, followed there. Not sure who the number is. Can't quite catch it. I need eyes, 360-degree view at the moment. But anyway, good racing there from 10 boys, race number 40.
All right, and race number 41 is away. It's 10 boys again. We've got Nielsen Uirata, Jack Kelly, Finn Lawrence, Nixon Sears, Carlos Maciosi, Finn Barrington, and Lucas Jones. She's fast and furious out the front. The first 3 are really, really close. I can't even make out who it is out in front, but he's doing a good job. Coming down. I've just been in front. It's Finn Lawrence out in front, followed very closely by Jack Kelly and then Nielsen Uirata. But Nielsen Uirata's been challenged for his 3rd spot. Didn't quite catch that. And then in the number 5 is Nixon Sears. Proud of you, boy. But I do believe he's held on to it all the way to the end. And Nielsen managed to hold on to his 3rd spot.
Rightio, looks like just about a race a minute here at the moment. Aaron, we've got race 42 out there on the track at the moment. And it looks like that's our 857 rider. That is my mate Leon Dumbbell from Te Aumutu. I tell you what, this boy was over and he was a pleasure to have in the team with us. Looks like our Te Aumutu rider, that's Levi Motohu. He's our 660 rider. He's sitting there in the 2 spot at the moment. But this is Leon Dumbbell. He's pulled out to a huge lead over the rest of the pack, but we know what Motohu can do. Let's see if he can close the gap on Dumbbell. 531, that's Jared Rennie from Hamilton. Good to see the family here today. It's a family of 6 riders that have decided to make it. But at the moment, this is the Leon Dumbbell show. He's the 857 rider. He's going to coast down that last straight. He'll roll over the finish line and he'll take out race number 42. Oh, look, I tell you what, Motohu seemed to have stopped. And it is Jared Rennie. He's gone from 3 to 2. The race doesn't finish to the finish line, as we always say.
But we've got an early lead, well, an early massive lead already coming down that 2nd straight, coming into the second corner, down around through. I can't quite catch the number just yet, but I will inform you once I see it. It's the 444 of Billy McRae. He's got it out in the lead. He's taken an early lead, and it's long. Number 91 in the 2nd place, Abel Burden, didn't quite catch the number 3, but Abel's being challenged by the young man. Jackson number 3. Jackson's the challenge, isn't it? Bar to bar, Robbins racing. Elbow to elbow, this is how it should be. That's how it's said, isn't it, Brent? Elbow to elbow. Whoa! That's a video finish. Let's see what the transponders have to say.
Daryl's earning his money. Rightio, we always try and keep quiet when a race is starting, so there's no we got New Plymouth, we got Te Aumutu, we got Hawera, we got Te Aumutu again out there on the track doing the bizzo, representing the 11 to 12 girls, and it looks like our Te Aumutu rider at the moment, she's leading the pack. That is Lily Rose Motohu, I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. She's coming back towards us. That is our 394 rider. Sorry, that is Jasmine. I apologise for that. Looks like our Hawera rider sitting there in the 2 spot at the moment. And that is Lily Rose. She's sitting there in the 3 spot. And I'll tell you what, there's a battle for 1-2. Let's see what these girls can do as they drop into that 4th corner. Who's going to have the right race line? Who's going to have the power to pull out of it? Let's wait and see. But it looks like our 399 take out the 1, followed there by Hawera for the 2 and Lily Rose for the 3.
All right, race 45, 12 boys, Connor Matterford, Fletcher Lawrence, Timothy Creswell, Oliver Donaldson, Fergus Gardner, Kemp Hancock and Blake Hodder, but there's a battle on for 1-2 and it's furious. Next thing you know, they'll be pulling out swords and jousting as they come around the corner. It's neck and neck, nose to nose. Who's going to take it? We've got the 414s just etching out in front of the... I didn't quite catch that number of the second, but the 414, Timothy Creswell just managed to hold on. But oh, I think he's just been taken, left it open, and he's been passed. Awesome job. Timothy in 2, I didn't quite catch who was in 1. Fletcher Lawrence, I've just been informed, it's great having people who know what they're talking about standing down here with us. It's good to have 4 of us here instead of just...
Got a bunch of talented track officials out there as well today, mate. They're reporting us out. We got a bunch of talented riders out there as well. These riders are certainly putting it out there. This is the start of our season. But I tell you what, this is Dylan Fox, I think, from Rotorua. He's the 205 rider. He had a nice first corner, but he seems to have lost it in the second corner because Nixon Banks from Rotorua, he thought, I'm going to get you back, mate, and he sure did coming down this 3rd straight. But sitting there in the 3 spot at the moment, that's Jacob White there from Tauranga. He's the 945 rider. Oh, there's a battle still going on for 1-2. Get out of your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because there's action aplenty out there at the moment. It's Fox. That's what we love BMX for.
The entertainment's heating up here today as they come in for race number 47. 13 boys, Cohen Ludlam, Case Silver, Morris Rennie, Nixon Poynton, Lockie Lester, and Caleb White. And oh my God, they're so fast already at the second corner. I can't even keep up. My mouth moves fast, but not as fast as these boys' legs. Look at them go. Before Case Silver's out in front, he's taken a good lead. I didn't quite catch them. Mr. Poynton in number 2, I think. But they're making it look good. It's not exactly like it's an easy race. Case has definitely got the pressure on when they come around. But looks like he's going to be able to hold on to it. Maybe it's local knowledge, I don't know. And Mr. White for the 3.
And we have another talented group of 17 to 34, male 20-inch. Hunter Hedder, Noah Perhart, I think it is, Zachary Arnold, Ben Water, and Elias Perhart as well. Looks like the 2 brothers from Kapiti have come up here today. It's great to see. And at the moment it is Zachary Arnold, but he's been pushed up. He's had to settle for the 2 spot. Was leading the pack. Is our 97 rider. That is Elias from Kapiti. He thought, I'm going to get you here, mate. But I tell you what, Arnold's gone high-low. Is he going to move over and keep him out? Let's wait and see, because, ladies and gentlemen, keep your eyes focused on that 4th corner. She's action aplenty, and Arnold's rolled him. Oh, this is racing at its best. Day 1 of the Taranaki Regional Champs. I'm loving it today, and I'm going to look forward to tomorrow even more.
And here we go, 35 to 44 male 20-inch race 49. And I'll tell you what, all of this racing today is almost the most excitement you can have with your clothes on, because oh my God, they are keeping us entertained down here as they come down into that second corner. Not quite sure who's out in front, but I do believe they are the Hawera boys coming down. 1, 2, and 3. Who we got at number 1? The 177 of Joel Hook from Hawera. Didn't quite catch the second number, but he's got long flowing locks. Makes him look so pretty. Not sure who's in the red pants, but he's working for it as well. And here we go, coming down the last beat. Oh, he just about lost it. Managed to save it, stayed alive. I do believe he lost his 3rd place just for that 1-footer.
I reckon 1 footer, mate, he should win the prize for the weekend, eh? That is school, man. That is awesome. Oh, anyway, back to the action. These are the old boys, as we call them. These are the boys who certainly put it out there. Age is no barrier, as we always say. 40 plus male, 20 inch. We got Hawera, we got Feist, McDonald, Curtis, and Hughes as well. Rounds out the pack, but at the moment, this is our 854 rider. Let's catch back to the 2. And Gregory Arnold's decided that you've left the door open. I'm going to go from 3 to 2. And Arnold's Hughes is going hunting as he drops into that 4th corner, but it hasn't quite paid off, because I tell you what, Kenny Feist is just, oh, we love transponders, and I tell you what, Hughes took it out over Feist. That is racing once again, mate. This is getting faster and faster.
And I'm not sure how they're doing it with all of this wind, but here we go with the Women Elite Race 51. Taylor Arnold, Casey Thompson, Delaney, Peters, Sonia Rennie, Sam van der Veen. And oh my goodness, they're out and down the 2nd straight. Furious, fast, and awesome to watch as they come in through this next straight, the 3rd straight here. We have in the front the 196 of Taylor Arnold. Oh, but the racing for 2nd and 3rd is awesome. Okay, I'm lost for words. But she got a little bit slippery, and next she lost the 2nd place. Now she's going to have to work hard. Can she pull it back as she comes down into that last straight? Over the tabletop, over the doubles, not quite. But she was held out.
2 groups here today racing all over the weekend, which is good to see. We've got Levin, Sorensen, Watkins, Waite, and Viva from Hawera. She's the local lass, and at the moment there's basically 5 riders all going side-to-side action into that 2nd corner. It looks like our 356 rider. She is our championship licensed rider. That is Mia Watkins. She's sitting there in the 2 spot. Sitting back there in the, 1 spot, sitting there in the 2 spots, the local, the lass there from Tauranga, that is Kara Wade. She's trying to close the action as they go. Like our 356 rider, that's Maya Watkins from Hawera. She'll take out race number 52.
Race 53 here, we've got the 13-14 girls. We've got Brooke Day, Amir, Danica Bergerson, and Jasmine Campbell. And I tell you what, Manawa, we're at race 53 already. We haven't even been going for an hour, and oh my goodness, I haven't been this excited in ages. My heart rate's so high as I watch these girls come down into the 3rd straight, and the racing is so close. And 1st and 2nd, we've got the 3-1, 5-1. So Danica's in front, and Brooke in 2nd, taking the 2. Followed closely by Amelia and Jasmine. But I'm not actually sure who's going to take it, because as we come down this last neck and neck, it could be anybody's races that come over those last rollers.
And I'll tell you what, you want to get out of your seat for this next group of 14 boys, 54. This is stacked. Rightio, we got Mason, Johnson, Van Hart, Harkness, and Jordanson again. But once again, it is the MBO match components rider. There's Daniel Mason. He's just come back from Scotland as well. So he's race fit, he's race ready, and he's certainly showing what he's made of here at the moment. But he's going to have to work hard for it, because I tell you what, he's got action aplenty there from our 6 rider. That's our 06 rider, Jack Jordanson from New Plymouth. Mason's on the outside lines. Let's see if Jordanson can close the gap. We've got a bit of a battle going on there at the moment, 2 for 2, 3, but Mason's gone low, high. Is Jordanson going to get the speed out of that corner? Let's see. She's a drag race down that last straight. Mason will take it the 1, Jordanson for the 2. That's great racing, boys.
As we come into race 55, 15 boys, and the racing's been fantastic, fast and furious all day. And it's not much different in this race either, as we've got the 15 boys, Zach Short, Jackson Lawrence, Cooper Myers, Tom Coleman, Kaya Timwana, as they come in through that 2nd corner. Everybody's close, everybody's neck and neck. It's anybody's race right up until the thing. We've got the 01 in front, that's Tom Coleman. He's holding on to his lead. The battle for 2nd, though, is definitely filling my cup with excitement as they come into the last corner. We don't know who's it's going to be, but number 4's gone to number 3, and he's hunting down number 2. It's a neck and neck jag race down there for 2, 3, and 4.
And I tell you what, Aaron, we've had a lot of drag racing, which is awesome to see, but at the moment we have a world number 3. That is Lily Greener from Cambridge. She's pulled out already to 4 to 5 black claim. We've got Molly in her, or Moles as I call her. She's sitting spot. I'm not sure who it is, but I'll catch them when they come back towards me. But at the moment, that is our world number 3. She is the class act. That is Lily Greener. She's pulling into the third corner. Molly in here. She's got the 97, the 505 rider. That's Amber Bell. We've also got Jessica Harry out there as well. Laura Herbert, Tate Hancock, and Hazel Gardner. That's the girls in this 15 to 16 girls. But at the moment, Lily Greener, she'll coast down that 5th straight here in Hawera. She'll take out the 1 spot. But I tell you what, there's a battle going on there for Molly. You better watch that, but she'll just take out the 2 spot. Followed there by, I think, Hera for the 3.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, here we go, race 57-16, boys. We've got Mason Steele, Thompson, Finn Cogan, Harry Fever, and Nick Howie. And someone's out to a really early start, early lead as he comes down into the 3rd straight. What have we got here? Number 478. The 478 of Finn Cogan right out in front. He's holding on to it. The battle for second is heating up as they come into that last corner. Not even sure who we.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just had to work out what race we're up to. We're struggling to keep up in. I'll tell you what, this wind is certainly causing fun. We've got a tail first win, and then she's a crosswind on the rest of the straights, and you can see it with the riders who are manualing and jumping. They're having to contend with the elements. But anyway, back to the track. This is our 100 rider. That's Sound Plymouth sitting there in the 2 spots, our 2 rider. Have I even got the right race? Who knows? But anyway, I'll keep calling it, Aaron. This is our 8 to 14 cruiser mail, is it? Yep, there we have it. It always helps if you call off the right sheep. We've got Nielsen Urara from Rotorua. He's sitting there in the 2 spot. He had a sneaky look over his shoulder. I think that's our Hawke's Bay rider trying to come up the outside. Couldn't quite do it. Good racing by these 8 to 14 cruiser males.
And now we've got race 59-70. Hunter, Thomas, Matt, Zachary, Luke, and Ben. They are making it look like it's a traffic jam out there on the track, being so close, spread across the track there like that. But who have we got out in here in front? Didn't even quite catch that. They were going that fast, and red on white is hard to read, got to be honest. It's cruising down there, making it look nice and easy.
Rightio, we're already had to call up for riders to the pits, please. Riders to the pits for round 3. And we have another green flag, and we have another gate slapping down here in Hawera. This is our 50 bus cruiser mail. These are the big bangers. We've got Paulette Boggess, we've got the Golden Wheels boy out there. We got Hodder, we got Perrott, Jordanson, Hancock, Shoes, and Marsh. That is action aplenty. Oh, it looks like I'm calling the wrong race. God, I don't know what's happening, Aaron. I can't even keep up. Anyway, I've jumped ahead to one race. I'm now going back to the 40 to 49 cruiser mail, and that is our 66 rider. That is Gary Adamson there from Te Awamutu. He's leading the pack. Looks like Mr. Rennie's. Yes, it is. He's the El Presidente sitting back there in the 2 spot. Not sure who it is in the 3 spot, but it is the Gary Adamson show from Te Awamutu. He's going to coast down the last straight. He'll go to the finish line, and he'll take out the 1 spot, race 60.
Got so excited, you got ahead of yourself there. 5150 plus cruiser mail. We've got Andrew, Warren, Aaron, Dazza, Mark, Brett, Greg, and Stuart, and they're going to make light work of this track as they come flying down the 2nd straight into the 2nd corner already. Not actually sure who's out in front, but I know that's Mr. Hughes chasing him down in the number 2. Who is the 100 of... Oh, the 611, is it? 619. Aaron Hodder. Oh, yep, he's owning it. He's holding it. Mr. Perrott, I think, is in the front. Desert. Oh, I'm not sure who took 3rd there.
And I'll tell you what, Aaron, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling for these little ones, mate. Actually, no, we haven't got little ones out there on the track. Go on, mate, I keep jumping ahead, eh? What am I doing? 17 plus cruiser female. This number, moto number 2. This is Inwood. This is Boycroft. We got Arnold, and we got Mother Rennie out there as well. These are your 4 riders in the 17 plus cruiser female. And at the moment, that is our 92 rider. the O2 rider, I should say, and we've got Arnold sitting back there in the 2 spot. We've got Sonia Rennie from Hamilton sitting there in the 3. The 246 rider, this is Kat Boycroft from towards us, rolls around this right to left-hand sweeper. Good riding by these young ladies, as I'll say, 17 plus, cruiser female. So, ladies and gentlemen, that rounds out our second round, and already we have our third round of sprockets lined up, ready to go here at the 2023 Taranaki Regional Champs. Proudly brought to you by BMX NZ. Helps if I turn the microphone on, we're going to have a bit of juice. We're back to Action Lawrence, Hugo Hullen from Hawera. They're our 4 riders. They're representing our Sprockets 5 and under. These are the future of our sport. And look at the smiles of plenty as they drop into that NZT corner. Coming down this third straight here in Hawera, back towards the commentary tower. And we've got the bolter once again. He's been owning his racing all day. This is Grayson. He's pulled out to a huge lead over the rest of the pack, but I'm sure the rest of the riders want a piece of the action. Sitting there in the 2 spots, Hugo Hullen from Hawera. He's Age Lawrence from Hawera. Hawke's Bay sitting there in the 3 spot. Sitting back there in the 4 spot at the moment, Hannah Inwood from New Plymouth. I'm sure she'll want to get closer to the action, but at the moment that is our 281 rider. That's Grayson Perno from Hawke's Bay. He's leading the pack. He's going to push through, and he'll go over the finish line for race number 63. Good to have Matt Myers up here in the commentary tower as well. He's part of the commentary team, broadcasting the sport across the Muru. So, Matt, as you get yourself ready there, at the moment, though, we've got our Sprocket 7 boys out there on the track. We've got Mick Kinlay, Leo Carlton, Cooper Lawrence, Finn Robinson, Kalia Lester, and Caleb Ingram from Hawera as well. So a bit of a Hawera field going on in this race. This is race number 64 already. And I tell you what, these riders are pushing it through. This is their 3rd race of today. We've been racing for just over 1 hour, and already there are sneaky looks over their shoulder. They're going to go hunting as they make their way down that 4th straight, and I'll tell you what, the wind's causing a bit of action here. Bit of a crosswind going across here on our 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th straights. Good racing by these boys. Sprocket 7 boys, race number 64.
Cheers, Manawa. It's great to be back up in the culvert. Here we go, race 65, Sprocket 6 mixed. The gate drops, and out of the gate, the 547 of Maddox Gardner. He's into his riding. Sitting in, tucked in that 2nd spot is Hudson Ryan. Back to McKinley Foreman. As they come towards us. We got Maddox Gardner. Oh, slipping into that 2nd spot is 954, Liam 5. As we get it organised up here in the culvert, they head into the last corner. Maddox Gardner in control. Going to pick up a mate. That's great to see. As we head into the 8 boys, and over to Manawa.
Like I say, mate, good to have you part of the commentary team for this weekend. And at the moment, we've got our 8 boys coming flying into this very tight left to right-hand sweeper. And once again, it's the formidable force of Donovan Wallace from Taupo. He's the N3 rider, but I tell you what, Daniel Villajon, another rider who also went over to Glasgow as well recently. These 2 are battling out hard, this bar-to-bar action, and although they're mates off the track, I tell you what, when they're out there, it's all about me, and that's how it should be. Sitting back there in the 3-4 spot, we've got our 113 rider, that's Good Party. You look over his shoulder to see where his other New Plymouth rider, that's Cameron Inwood, sitting there in the 4th spot at the moment. But Daniel Villajon from Tauranga, he's pulled out. He's going to take out race 66, and Wallace will have to settle for the 2.
one with more sharks than Kelly Tarleton's. The gate drops. Braxton Hughes off to a good start. Sitting in there's Charlie Ryan in that 3 spot at the moment. Braxton Hughes has been having a good day out here in Hawera. As Mana was mentioned, the wind, side wind, just putting a little bit of pressure on the riders. They head towards the commentary hut, the culvert pipe, I call it, the culvert pipe. More money spent on your cowshed than at your BMX track. Here we go, Braxton Hughes, Charlie Ryan, Luca Hudson, and Jace Davies Loveridge with Logan Southall. Braxton Hughes with a nice ride there.
Nothing wrong with a culvert, Matt, of course, leading economic regions of New Zealand when it comes to dairy farming. So it's part of the landscape, isn't it? I've actually put in a request, mate, for our VIP upgrade for next year, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Maybe a larger pipe, maybe a larger diameter, mate. Let's wait and see. I'll tell you what, but these girls are certainly not going to wait for us. We're going to wait. Girls, and it's our world number 6, Mika Wallace. She's proudly wearing her Japanese jersey that she would have exchanged for a New Zealand jersey over there in Glasgow. She's leading the pack, dropping into that nice left to right hand sweeper here in Tobor as they come in and out, heading down this 3rd straight. That is the world number 6 leading the pack, but I tell you what, Lexi Lulu from Te Awamutu, she's got the 04 plate. She's going to try and hunt her down. She's still got another 2 straights to see if she can close the gap, and we all know what the talent of these girls are out there at the moment, but it is our Japanese rider wearing the Japanese jersey. She's leading the pack. Mika Wallace, she'll take out the 1 spot for race 68.
And we're into it, the 9 boys next up off the gate. Dylan Lee, Tate Burton, Jet Mercer, Sam Maisie, Cole Hills, Braden Prescott, Samuel Hickey, and Eli Sasivi. Just mixing it up at the moment. He must have had a bad gate. Eli sitting in that 4-5 at the moment. Sitting back to the Te Awamutu rider. We've got Tate Burton with the mohawk on his helmet. Here we go. We've got NZ4 coming in hot. It's just stacked in there. Eli Sasivi tucking in around the bottom there. They hit down the 3rd straight. It's all stacked in corner 3. They head for home. He quite make enough moves. Sam Hickey coming over there with the old Mohican.
She's a bit of a hera-fera ride out here, Matt. We've got mohawks, we've got mullets, they're all flying around. We've got ponytails, it's all happening here in Hawera. Fashion aplenty here at the moment. Anyway, back to the racing. That's what we're here for, ladies and gentlemen. 9 boys. We've got Dawson, Fagan, McDonald, Hotter, Ingram, Brewer, and Wyatt rounds out our 7 riders here in race number 70. But it is our NZ7 rider. That's Jordan Dawson from... great to have riders who've travelled afar. So Jordan Dawson from North Harbour, he's leading the pack, sitting there in the 2 spot. That's our Kapiti rider. I think that's Liam McDonald. He's got the 686 plate on. But I tell you what, Dawson's made the trick. Old man taking out race number 70.
A couple of Hawera riders down in that race. They're up and riding again though. Good to see. Mana, we've just had the mullet or the mullet competition up here in the Naki. We run it a bit different, I'll tell you what. So we had Muzza, who went for mayor, by the way. Muzza the mullet. As we head back, 10 boys, Nixon Sears, I think we're in 10 boys. Nixon Sears, Toby Ryan, Cooper Beck, Jack Kelly, Austin Garside, Monty Gardner, Carlos Pachoiche, and Nielsen Urata. We got the Hawera rider out the front there. Most likely Cooper Beck, it is. And then we got the 08, Jack Kelly. With number 7 is the North Island 7, Nielsen Urata. Single file though. Oh, there's a bit of movement in there for number 4 spot. Monty Gardner makes his way up. He's challenging now for 3 4. A nice ride there from Cooper Beck.
Bit of changing of the guard going on in that race, Matt. Back to number 72 already for the day, and I tell you what, when you've got a short first straight, you've got a fast group on the track, and they go in bar to bar into this first corner. This is our 10 boys out there doing the bizzo at the moment. Zillwood, Stevens, Haywood, Smith, Barrington, Lawrence, and Jones rounds out the 7 riders in this 10 boys. And this is our NZ3. This is the local lad of Finney Lawrence. He's sitting there in the 1 slot. 601 is Dylan Smith. 305, I think it is. Yes, it is. That's Finn Barrington from Sunset Coast. He's made the trek down as well. But I tell you what, that is the local lad of Finn Lawrence from Hawera. He's sitting there in that 1 spot. So he makes his way around that last corner, over the series of rollers, and he'll cross the finish line, take out race 72.
A group of 11 boys on the gate. And the gate drops. Billy McRae, look for that young fella. He's racing well as he leads out of the corner. And they head for the, or into the wind. Yeah, they've got a crosswind, sorry, there, Manawa. They make their way through. It's Billy McRae, and the numbers will come up a bit clearer for me. We have Jackson Hoolan in 2, Levi Motahu, and we come back to Dylan Fagan and Braxton Hook, dyslexia, OIEOA. Here we go. So a nice ride there from Billy McRae. Just had the word we'll have a quick break after this moto. Have a 20-minute break.
Tell you what, man, I think that's a good call because already we've had 3 races in a little over an hour, so good opportunity for the riders to recover. So just to repeat that, 20-minute break at the end of this round, and then we'll kick off round 4 after that. Anyway, back to the action. This is our 11 boys. This is race 74, and I tell you what, it's probably the formidable force of Mr. Leon Dunbar. He's the 857 rider. He's leading the pack. Sitting there in the 2 spot, we got our 91 rider, Abiel Burton, in the 3 spot. He's all over the back wheel of Burton. We got Jared Rennie. And sitting there in the 4 spots, Guthrie McNabb there from Hutt Valley Thunder Salts. But I tell you what, Leon Dumbbell, he's going to coast away. Providing nothing happens, he'll just coast down that last straight. He'll go to the finish line. He'll take out race 74. Bit of a battle going on there for 2-3. She's action at plenty. Carpety, has he taken it out? Yes, he has. He'll take it out over Rennie.
Right, and look out for in this race, the 11 to 12-year-old girls is Jasmine Kine. She's been riding well all day. Motahu sitting in that 1 spot though. Jasmine tucked in there in 2. Back to the Hawera rider of Charlotte Zillwood. And rounding out the field is Taylor Davies Loveridge. Jasmine down the bottom of the corner and takes over the lead from Jasmine's been riding well today. So we got Jasmine Kine, Lily Rose Motahu, Charlotte Zillwood, and Taylor Davies Loveridge. Indian file down those rollers. So a good ride there from Jasmine.
Rightio, flying down this ramp here in Hawera. We've got Donaldson, Banks, Hodder, White, Scott, Creswell, and Smith rounds out the pack. And it looks like our NZ1 rider from Hamilton, Nixon Banks, he stormed out to a nice comfortable lead over the rider there from Tauranga. That's Timothy Creswell. Let's see if the gap can be closed on the rest of the pack as they make their way down this 3rd straight. Banks is still leading. We've got Creswell still sitting in the 2. Jacob White sitting there in the 3 spot at the moment. Our Hawera rider, Caleb Smith, I think it is, he's sitting there in the 4 spot at the moment. Drop back to Donaldson, Hotter, and Scott as well. But at the moment, Nixon Banks from Hamilton, he's coasting away. He'll go over the finish line. Tim Tam's having a bit of fun. He's doing a few whips. He'll go for the 2. And White has just taken out the 3.
And we're straight into it. Next group, 12 boys. We've got Carter Lane, Dylan Fox, Kemp Hancock, Connor Madford, Fletcher Lawrence, Fergus Gardner, Max Short. Sitting in that 2 spot at the moment. Out the front we have Dylan Fox in control, in the hot seat, then back to the third rider is Fergus Gardner. Then we've got young Kemp Hancock sitting in that 4, racing out of the Shimmy stables. But we got Fletcher Lawrence away. A good mix of clubs there in that race.
And when you mention clubs, Matt, when I look at this next group, we've got riders there from the Waikato region, Central, and of course the local Taranaki region as well. So 3 regions being represented in this group, which is great to see. And it's one of the riders there from the Waikato region. This is Case Silver. He's leading the pack at the moment, making their way down the 3rd straight. Caleb White there from Tauranga. He's from the Central region. He's sitting there in the 2 spot. The 79 rider, Nixon Poynan. He's from Tauranga as well. He's sitting there. Seats, ladies and gentlemen, because the race hasn't finished till they go over the finish line, and we know what these boys can do. But at the moment, that is tell you what, that is awesome racing. Good stuff in race number 78.
So race number 79 on the format, we have the 1734 male 20-inch. As they head out the gate, down the first straight we have Hunter Hitter, Elias, Zachary, Noah and Ben. Out the front though we have Elias. Then we got the 541, that's Zachary Arnold tucked in that 2 spot. Back to Ben Walter in 3, the Hawera rider. There's a race on for first spot. Oh, Zachary Arnold just pipping him at the post. What a great ride from Zachary.
Tell you what, Arnold got the run off as he got a bit of head time there. Got that momentum. And race 80 comes flying towards us already. This is our 35 to 4 minutes. Hawera 1-2. Hamilton sitting there in the 3. Hawera for the 4 as well. And we've got New Plymouth sitting back there in the 5. But it is our 666 rider, Brent Robinson, followed closely by his fellow teammate, the 177 Hook Joel from Hawera, sitting there in the 2. And we've got Mr. Rennie there in the 3. The other Hawera rider, I think that's Brent Robinson in the 4 at the moment. New Plymouth sitting there in the 5 spot. But it looks like Hawera 1-2, the 666 rider. Oh, I'll tell you what, he had a bit of a bonk there. Did that cost him? Let's leave it to the transponders. But Hawera 1-2 and Hamilton for the 3.
And I can't believe my eyes. A pump lap has been called. OMG. It's the Zimmer Framers 45 plus. Kenny Feist, Trent McDonald and Stu Curtis. Aaron, I bet you'd be wanting this race, mate. You'll be able to keep up. Yeah, it's probably time for a beer. Sit back, relax. We'll take a few commercial breaks and we'll be back with you in a moment. Oh, Greg Hughes tucks in there. Aaron Hodder. So we got the Greg Hughes, Aaron Hodder, Stewie Curtis. Then it's Trent McDonald, Kenny Feist. Just about past everyone on the last straight.
And I tell you what, Aaron, that was a very long commercial break waiting for those old boys to make their way down the track. And anyway, we got action aplenty. We got Fast and Furious Racing. This is our women's elite field out there at the moment. This is our first group. We got Fever, Rennie, Van Devin, Levins and Arnold. They're our 5 riders in race 83, but it's our 356 rider. 356, I think it is. Maybe she's leading the pack at the moment as she drops into that Polaris Trust corner, making her way down that 5th straight towards the finish line. And that'll be Mia Watkins. She'll take out race 82, Women's Elite.
So shout out to our volunteers today, the St. John's here, picking up the pieces. Out the gate, here we go, the women elite. Riley Fever, Sonia Rennie, Sam van der Ven, Olivia Levens, Taylor Arnold. So they head away from the comms hut. We'll pick up some numbers. They come towards us. Riley Fever in the mix at the moment. So as we pick it up, Olivia Levens, Taylor Arnold, then it's back to Riley Fever. Indian file into the Polaris Trust corner. So Riley Fever pushing there for that 2 spot, and it's a close finish between Riley and Taylor.
And the blustery winds are certainly making themselves felt here in Hawera today. Like I've mentioned already, we have a very strong tailwind, and then of course crosswinds down the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. But I tell you what, these girls are certainly not letting the wind slow them down as they push to that 2nd corner already. Maybe they got the afterburners out and they got the nitro going, because I tell you what, they're going fast. We got the 211 rider, we got the 515 rider. At the moment it's a Day versus Burgesson drag race. Oh, that was a bit of a fall there by our rider. Hopefully she's okay. She's up, which is always a great sign to see. But at the moment, it looks like Danica Burgesson from Hamilton. She'll take out race number 1. Unfortunately, Brooke Dutter's gone down in that 3rd corner as well. Oh, I'll tell you what, she's all happening here in Tauranga, Hawera. Get it right, I'm on the wrong side of the coast now, mate. Even the wind's causing havoc with the way I'm talking. I tell you what, Matt, we're having great fun up here in the commentary town, mate. And she's certainly racing that's keeping us on our toes.
Yeah, the old wind's whistling through the brain. You can probably hear it. But Amelia Lane just going out and sympathy. Ripped the goggles off, was busted and disgusted with that one. No doubt expecting more from herself as we head back to the racing. The 14 boys. Jack Jorgensen been riding well today, pushing Daniel Mason hard, and that's it. They pick up from where they left off the last race. Mason Robertson tucked in that 3 spot. He's doing well too. But here we go. Daniel Mason in control. Jack Jorgensen. We back to the 101. We have Case from these young fellas. But Daniel Mason in control out of the NBR match racing team with a nice ride, finishing that one away for the 14 boys.
And out there doing the bizzo here in Hawera, we got our 15 boys. We got Myers, Lawrence, Short, Timona, and Coleman from Kapiti. And it looks like our, I tell you what, that wind certainly having to make the riders go down low, so the aerodynamics go flying over them. The higher they stand up, of course, it is like a resistance to them. But at the moment, that's our 01 rider. That's Coleman there from Kapiti. 108 is Jackson Lawrence. And I tell you what, the NBR match components, right, Timona, he's sitting there in the 3 spot. We got Hawera, I think there must be Zach Short sitting there in the 4 spot at the moment. But I tell you what, that is our 01 rider, Mr. Coleman, Mr. Coleman from Kapiti. He'll take out the 1. Great racing from our 15 boys.
Out the gate come the 16 boys. It's Mason Stills, Harry Fever. I'm not A, sorry, I'm in the wrong hole again. Damn it. Here we go, 15, 16 girls are out on the track. They're not even guys. What are we up to? But here we go. Back out there, Lily Greenoff in control. Then we've got Molly Inia, Tate Hancock. Tucked in that 5 spot, the 505 Amber Bell. Who else? We got Jessica Hitter, Aurora, Hazel. So Lily Cock pushing Molly in here over the finish line there. Couldn't quite tick it away with the number 2.
Rightio, and we've got race 88. You heard it right. 88's coming out towards us, fast and furious. And I tell you what, there was a great race line there by Nick Cowie. He decided to go low high and he pushed out Gus the Bus. But we know what these three can do. They've been doing it all day already, and this race is probably no different. We got the Finney Cogan show at the front at the moment. He's leading the pack. He's the 478. I tell you what, Cowie and Thompson are going hard out as they make their way down their 4th straight. Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, get out of your chairs because this race is going to be all the way to the finish line. Nick Cowie from Southland, he rushed him out. Gus the Bus, he'll get the run-off. Is they going to pay dividends? Let's wait and see. Oh, I tell you what, once again, that race has delivered racing at its best. Good racing, boys. Cogan, Thompson.
Exciting racing here in Hawera. Back into it, the 20, well, we're into the cruiser, sorry, 8 to 14 cruiser male. Sana Cochran, Benton out the front there. Had a little slip in the 20-inch, but he's back on the cruiser. Good to see there. So Sano in the 1 spot. Back to our NZ7, NZ2. It's a stacked at the back. NZ4 in there even. In control. We got Austin Garside, Jordan Dawson's, Jared Rennie, and Nilson Urata. Some great riding there from the young fellows.
Rightio, we got a full gate of our 17 to 39 cruiser mail, and once again, this tight group is certainly throwing it into the first corner here in Hawera. And we got our 8 riders out there at the moment. Love Lawrence, Hera, Perrin, Burton, Arnold, and Barnett from Hawke's Bay. He's had a great showing. He's been telling the rest of the field, chase me if you can. I'm going to pull away. I'm going to show you what I want to do, and that's take out race number 90, followed by Arnold for the 2.
Oh, it's a special privilege to call this race the 40 to 49 cruiser male. Out of retirement, Gary Adamson, as we say. Here we go, Stephen Szymanski out there. Gary Adamson sitting in that 2 spot at the moment. Back to Donaldson. There's a few riders at the moment sitting in that 2, 3, 4 spot, but it's shimmy. The 109 back to Gary Adamson of 66. He's blowing hard. Then we got Rennie in that 3 spot. Great race at the back there. Going on between Dan Donaldson and Grant Rennie. Adamson takes it away. So he's pulled himself out of retirement, Manawa. Been training the house down 6 days a week.
All right, you're going to say up the wires, mate. I'm going to say go the ABs, man. I tell you what, New Zealand's certainly been blessed at the moment with all the sport going on in the world. And at the moment, these boys are sucking, and the big ones are already into race number 4. And the day 1 of the Hawera Taranaki Regional Champs is only an hour and a half into it. I think these guys are starting to feel it, so fair enough too. We've got our 619 rider, he's leading the pack. 07's dropping into the 2 spot at the moment. And I tell you what, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Parrott, we got Hancock, we got Golden Wilson. They're all out there, they're all having fun, and that's what matters most. But look at these boys, they're rolling down that last straight, 50 plus cruiser mile, and I think they're all winners. Yep, Matt.
There was a common thread there, between the 2 pump laps. Aaron Hodder, what a legend. 17 plus cruiser female. Kat Burcroft, Taylor Arnold, Sonia Rennie, and Angela Inwood. Tell you what, Angela Inwood has been racing really well today. And we're kicking off here in the first race of the season. First meeting here in the Taranaki Champs. Taylor Arnold, Andrew Inwood, back to Sonia Rennie. And running out the field is Kat Burcroft. And we have Arnold taking it away from Angela Inwood. And Rennie in 3. That's us for a 20-minute break. We'll give Manawa a rest. I'll give the microphone back to him though, and we'll catch you after the break.
You're going to give me a rest, mate. You're pretty generous, lad, eh? But ladies and gentlemen, 20-minute break. Allow time for our riders to rest and recover. And most importantly, make use of the canteen here. Hawera always cook up a storm, lots of tasty treats. And we'll be back to you in 20 minutes. Proudly brought to you by BMX NZ.
So I'm stoked. It's so cool to have one in the backyard, and yeah, I'm real keen to just, come and race in front of a home crowd. I think it's something pretty unique and special.
Hosting this event for us is the fulfilment of a vision.
We had a vision from the start to provide a world-class facility, and we've achieved that.
It means that family and showcase my skills in front of a home crowd.
Some of that home love for us here,
Just getting New Zealand on the map really, and kind of just having a World Cup at home is real special.
First corner, and that is our NZ one rider. Yep, that is Mika Wallace from Taupo. Yeah, and we've got our next group out there on the track, mate. I'll tell you what, with this Taupo first straight being real tight, we always have a very close group heading into it.
Who's it
It's Jesse James.
Jesse James.
Sort of pit back.
Jesse James green out front, but all.
I was going to come up with an idea, mate, but if I broadcast it to the globe, keep your mate holding your account. So wait for that.
You can say you want to get.
You got to be careful. Local analysts and say Riley Smith. Oh, bit of a one-footer there as he went over there. Now James Sand, Jackson George, Kobe, Charlie, Ryan, and Finn Barrington. And we've got a big group out there in front at the moment. There's 5 riders all going bar to bar as they drop into that second corner. Bit of single file riding from riders 5 to 8 at the moment, but it is.
Angus out front, maybe again.
Yep.
And
Gus the bus, mate.
Yeah, Gus the bus, as you call him. I'm not quite sure who that is in second. I could never keep up before.
79, this is another Bevan NZ event sponsored junior supercars. Xavier, Luca, Maya, Sophie and Noah. And at the moment it is the 2 Penny sisters hailing from the Chiaviti Club. I tell you what, he went.
Who? For Bowden, Max, Matilda, Nico and Blake. I do believe that pulled away again. He's out in front, but he's being battled. Oh no, we've got to ride it now. We've got 2. He managed to catch it, but they're all looking so fast and so capable.
It's looking fast, mate, and this is only midway through with a bit of a tumble targeting that rounds out our group of 6 riders in this race 109. As they come flying down this straight, it's all about getting up the points ladder so you get the best race in the final. That is our man Johnny Hayes from Hamilton. And
I guarantee it will be. Nice whip there. Oh, look at that whip. Hey! Just a throw. Hey!
He should be the winner, mate.
That man just,
And there we have it, one of the Penny girls sitting there in the 2 spot, that is Luca.
Oh no, and one of the Penny girls has just come off.
Looks like Sophie went on.
Bar to bar, all the way down there.
What's my reason to ride?
For the thrill of the downhill.
To watch them succeed.
Customizing my bike. Racing my mates. Learning new tricks. Winning races.
For moments like these.
And hitting the big air.
Now, what's your reason not to?
summer made me feel something new. Everything was cool. You became a world, a martial lover. The butterflies, they lift me up to the sky. I feel so right when you are by my side. you could stop this. I should forget about you the same way you did about me. Where's the solution? I need to know. I need to know. I need to know. Where's the solution? Need to know. I need to know. I need to know. I'm hurt. What can I say? Truth be told, I know you're okay. Nothing can tear you apart. You did about.
Alrighty, everyone, it's coming up to that time again. We want to get racing action underway here at Hawera. So on that note, ride us to the pits and let's get round 4 underway. Ride us to the pits, please.
So we're going to just announcing here, we got Peyton roving with the camera there, just going through the pits. Don't all jump up and run to Peyton, but yeah, it's great to live streaming. Hello to all our listeners, watchers out there. Watching from the comfort of home or wherever you may be. So we will have all riders to the pits and we'll be back with you in one moment.
Getting your thoughts together about this last round of the day. Just want to remind you all regarding tomorrow's format. So no chicken required tomorrow. Just repeating, no chicken is required. And practice will go from 9:45 to 10:30. So practice 9:45 to 10:30. And we will look to drop the gate at 11 o'clock for day 2 at New Plymouth. Once again, thank you to all our supporters and volunteers who are playing a key part in terms of delivering today's meeting. Once again, these meetings cannot happen without volunteers, so your role is critical in terms of delivering these races, not only here but across the country as well. And of course, these 2-day events certainly do put a lot of pressure back on the clubs and of course the region. But Taranaki always deliver, and I'm sure tomorrow will be no different as we venture up the coast to New Plymouth. It's also great to have our commentary and broadcasting team on board. As many of you would know, BMX is certainly pushing ahead with reaching, of course, across the globe with the new technology we have on board and live streaming certainly key events across the country, and Taranaki Regional Champs is one of the first meetings to be officially doing that. And great to have our Mr. IT guru Daryl Ranford here. He's certainly the backbone of what BMX NZ are doing on that front. So tomorrow there certainly will be a bit on the roving camera. We have a roving journalist out there in the field as well, so don't be surprised if you see a camera zooming in, maybe even having a bit of a quiet chat to you. So get yourselves prepared, because tomorrow is certainly going to be another day of action-packed racing, another day of once again delivering BMX to the people across New Zealand and further afield as well. So Matt, good to have you up here in the culvert, as we call it, mate. Certainly has a very nice cosy commentary tower, which I'm sure we're going to enjoy, because the weather gods, hopefully they're not 100% right, but it looks like the clouds and the wind may close in, which is going to cause, well, not cause, but make tomorrow's action, I guess, a little bit different to today.
Yeah, well, that's right there, Manawa. Thank you very much. It is great to be involved here at the Taranaki Regionals. Mate, I nearly put myself when I heard that we might be televised or going out live streaming, but it's fantastic for the sport. It's all go. It's all happening. Yeah, the weather gods might not play too close. I'll have a chat to Huey tonight, see how it's on. If it doesn't, the weather's no good. You know, it chucks up different environment for these riders, and they have to adapt. And you know, they may not be strong here today in Hawera with the wind, but in rain and softer track conditions, you know, those to work a little bit harder. So chucks in a little bit more competition for tomorrow.
And you talk about track services, Matt. I tell you what, New Plymouth is always a sporting favourite. It certainly delivers a hard track. It's got a great drainage system. And I know when Aaron Hodder was the track manager, and I know it's continued on with the new team on board, they certainly do take great pride in delivering a hard and get to check in. Practice will start at 9:45 and run through to 10:30, and we'll be going live to air at 10:45 with the view of dropping the gate at 11 o'clock. And whether it be raining or not, we're going to have a great day's action. So once again, riders, make sure you rest tonight, whether it be young, old, male, female, boy, girl. Certainly make sure you get to bed early, eat well, and we look forward to day 2 of the 2023 Taranaki Regional Champs.
So we mentioned the volunteers earlier, the Manawa. Big shout out to the New Plymouth club. They do put in the hours and is on tracks, and you know, we're really lucky to be able to have that in our sport. People putting up their hands. Often it's the same ones every week, but they're the champions here behind our sport, and allow these riders to get out here and show their skills. And today's no different. People travelling from all around the North Island, and so yeah, welcome along. She's going to be a final. We are. I can hear the kids down in the pits. They're all getting together and probably doing up their warm-up exercises as well as they're warming up their vocals.
I actually think while they're cheering, Aaron, as I can see our roving camera operator, she was standing up there on the top and racking up the crowd, and I'm sure she's got some great footage, which of course all of you will be able to go home and view later on. And to see the enthusiasm amongst this bunch of 180 odd riders. But as you mentioned there, Matt, volunteers, mate, there's a huge army of people behind running these events. And I'm just looking at someone right beside me here. Simon Thompson, of course, he is one of our camera operators here today. Simon, of course, this is not his normal profession. He's involved in another professional career. But once again, just an example of someone learning the ropes of what the sport is about. Camera operator, you would think it's not part of BMX, but it is now because we are live streaming across the moto. So just another classic example of people putting their hand up and giving back to the sport. And of course, here we have it, Darren Walker, our Chief Commissaire for the weekend. Once again, he's a man who travels across the country, like many of us do, just giving back to the sport and delivering these events for our riders.
We've got a Hawera legend, Dave Hitter, out on the track today. You may see him on the screen there. He's got the pink high vis on today, the day glow. So Dave's daughter's on the roving camera. Peyton often seen down taking still shots with the camera, and today on the roving video. So yeah, Peyton's picks, shout out. Hashtag awesome.
So yeah, just had to confirm that was Pagan making the crowd go wild, as we call it, out there at the back end staging. And be aware, Pagan is the floating or the roving camera operator. And we're going to have more of it tomorrow. Of course, Pagan has also has her own Facebook page. She is a photographer as well. And I tell you what, she takes some mean pictures. So make sure you jump onto her Instagram and Facebook pages and like it and share the word with what. So we can hear the riders out the back being called up, and it looks like the first of our groups may be making their way up to the gate as we get round 4 underway. First up is race 94, Sprockets 5 and under, sitting in lane number 2. We'll go Pullan from Hawera, Sage Lawrence from Hawke's Bay, he'll sit in the 3 slot. Grayson Perno will sit in the number 7, and Hannah Inwood from New Plymouth will sit in the 8 slot. Once again, just mentioning all the key people behind Hawera BMX Club, and in terms of when I say key people, I'm talking about the key sponsors. So up there on the gate, we've got the TSB Community Trust and Polaris Trust as well. I see the Polaris Trust sitting up there on the third corner, NZCT, amongst some of the other local businesses as well. So make sure you get out there and support them. And of course, events like this today can't happen without the support of our businesses and communities.
Keeping it local, KFC here in Hawera is the best in Taranaki. Shout out. It's not really sporting, fueling the athletes of tomorrow, but it's the best. Satisfies the mums and dads who often look forward to travelling down to Hawera for KFC after a club night or event. We have the riders on the gate. We'll hand you over to Manawa, call the first race.
Rightio, and the gates let down as they over this first drop into the left to right hand sweeper. In and out they go. We've got Hugo, Sage, Grayson and Hannah Inwood there from New Plymouth. I think that's little Hannah sitting out there in the back. They are Sprockets 5 and under, so I'm not sure their exact ages, but they may only be 3 or 4 as well. Out there having a fun day in day 1 here of the 2023 Taranaki Regional Champs. This is the last race of today as they make their way down the third straight. It is our 281 rider once again led all day, and he's going to continue to do the same in race 94. The 885 rider, that's Lawrence, and of course the 208 rider, Pulland, and sitting back there in the 4 spots, Inwood as well from New Plymouth. But at the moment, the 281 rider, he's made the coast, he's made the drive from east to west, he's from Hawke's Bay, he's decided to jump over and enjoy his day here in Hawera, and has he had a cracker. That is our 281 rider, Grayson Perno from Hawke's Bay. I'm pretty sure he's taken a clean sweep today, but he'll take out race 94, Sprockets 5 and under.
So it shows the colour of the man there, Manawa Mason, calling the first race, just dropped him in it. Awesome, I say. So here we go, Sprockets, 7 boys. Flynn Robinson, Keller Leicester, Leo Charlton, Caleb Igger, Cooper Lawrence and McKinley Foreman. And we'll get to him in a second. Out the front is Leo Charlton. He's been leading from the front all day. Just checking our fallen rider. He's up on his feet, which is nice. Good to see. As we come back to the 576 rider is Cooper Lawrence Bay. Then we got the Hawera rider, Keller. Back to McKinley Foreman. But Leo Charlton has it under control. Keller Leicester is back up walking. Good on you, mate. We'll give him a clap. Fallen rider out the back here.
It's always good to see, though, when a rider walks off the track. That's Keller Leicester. I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow from Hawera. They've certainly breed them tough down here in the Naki, the heartland of New Zealand. Anyway, back up to the gate. Race 96, Sprocket 6 mixed, locked and loaded, ready to go. Rightio, we've got a full gate of 8 riders flying down this first straight. This is the last race for these riders today. Milligan, Haimoana, Peters, Hudson, Villajon, Gardner, Ryan and Fife, I think it is. But it looks like the rider of, I'm not too sure who it is, but I'll catch them when they come back towards me. This is our Sprockets 6 mixed at the moment. Boys and girls out there battling it together. That is our 5:47 rider, but Villagin's decided to try and roll him, and it looks like, hasn't quite pulled off there from Villagin, but that is Maddox Gardner there from Hutt Valley Thunderbolts. He's managed to keep his lead as this strong crosswind blows across the track here at day one of the Taranaki Regional Champ. Villagin can do. He seems to have run out of the pedal powers. He makes his way to the finish line, but Maddox Gardner from Hutt Valley, he'll take out the 1, followed by Villagin for the 2.
As we head back to quarter, home runner just bringing it home. We head back to the gate for the 8 boys. Final moto for the day. Daniel Villon, Parker Gibb, Donovan Wallace, Cameron Inwood, and Charlie Chopper Ryan, mixing it up there with the boys from Hawera and the Shark Tank. 3 boys racing, they call them. Charlie Chopper Ryan. But out the front, we have NZ2, Daniel Villon, the NZ3 of Donovan Wallace. Back to Parker Gibb. That's young Cameron Inwood and Charlie Ryan at the rear at the moment, winding up down that 3rd straight, but bringing it home, the NZ2, Daniel Villon. What a ride from that young fella. The race is on for 3 and 4.
Righty 8, and we got race 98 coming at us thick and fast. These are our 8 boys. We've got Jace Braxton, Logan, and Luca. These boys are certainly having to get down low to try and contend with the elements here in Hawera. There's certainly a strong cross breeze blown across the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th straights here, but at the moment that is our 04 rider. It's Braxton from New Plymouth. He'll enjoy the comfort of knowing this track tomorrow, I'm sure. We've got Lucas sitting there in the 2 spot, the 151 rider. That's Logan from New Plymouth as well, sitting there in the 3. Single file riding here at day 1, 145. That's Jason New Plymouth as well. So this is an all New Plymouth affair. You could just about say this is a club night for New Plymouth. But for New Plymouth for the 1.
Funnily enough, there Braxton actually travels up from Wanganui to compete for New Plymouth. That's commitment from mum and dad. So we're into it, race 99, 8 to 10 girls. Look out for Darcy Dumbbell, sitting in the orange jersey, the Holland rider. Well, we got the Japan rider, mate. They've all been away. The skinny just looking at the call sheet here. We got NZ3, South Island 1, North NZ1, World 6 sitting in there with Micah. And the, what do we got? The Oceania, number 4, Lexi Silva. World Affair. So, with a world rider, Micah and Lexi Silva shoulder to shoulder, coming out of that corner. What a ride. Lexi's got to shut that gate. She does. Micah knows the way around the track. She's sitting in that 2 spot at the moment. Lexi Silva pushing away. Just extending that lead. What a nice ride from Lexi Silva. And it's bunched. You could just about throw a blanket over the 3, 4 and 5. Here we go.
Rightio, catch the eye back to the gate. 9 boys, race 100. Rightio, on the TSB gate, slaps down here in Hawera. We got Hickey, Macy, Ingram, Brewster, White, Fagan, McDonald, Burden, full gate of 8 riders, and it's always easy to pick this lead rider. That is Tate Burden from Te Awamutu. He's the NZ6 rider. He's got the Mohawk flying around as he goes past the 2nd corner, left to right, down this 3rd straight. But he's going to have to work hard for it because he's got the 05 with Samuel Hickey all over his back wheel, and Samuel's trying to find the race line, and he's decided to mid-rail it around this 3rd corner. But let's see what Tate Burden can do, because we've seen the lead change and then many a time over this day. Burden's still holding on to that 1 spot, but our rider I tell you what, he's got company as well. We've got a third rider trying to come up the outside. Oh, I tell you what, Matt, that was one close finish once again.
They obviously go at it, you know, battling out there. Samuel Hickey and Tate Burden. Weekend, one's New Zealand 6. Unreal. And we head back to the gate. We're just about getting blown. Tailwind to the gate drops. NZ4 out the gate. Baden Prescott sitting in that 2 spot. We got Eli Sasivi bumping and Eli's pushes high. They collect wheels and they're back up and racing into it. The receiving end of that was Jordan. He took the whole shot there. Cole Hills in 2. Then we're back to the Cafferty rider, Dylan Lee. Then I think we've got a New Zealand, New Plymouth rider, Caleb Hodder in 4. Eli though looks like he couldn't recover. He's just sitting down on the track at the moment.
3 rider, I should say. Eli Sevi from Te Awamutu. Him and I think it was Braden Prescott. They were going bar to bar coming out of that second corner. Touched each other's wheels and unfortunately both went down. But that's racing, as you say. BMX is brutal, but it certainly makes you stronger, mate. And then, of course, when they get back to the pits, as you were just saying, Matt, Dad's always checked the bikes, I'm sure. Been no damage to anything, and that they'll be race fit, obviously, for tomorrow in this case. Green flag, back to the startup. Righty, got race 102 already flying down this very short first straight, and we've already got a Bolton. He's pulled out to a nice 4 to 5 bank lead over the rest of the pack. Lawrence Hayward, Urata, Barrington, Gardner, Sayers, Stevens, Garside. She's a full gate of 8 riders as they get down low into that second corner, making their way up this third straight towards the culvert. But it is our NZ3, the local lad of Finn Lawrence. He's leading the pack. Number 7, that's Nelson Urata sitting there in that 2 spot at the moment. But there's a battle. You can throw a T-towel over them at the moment. 2, 3, 4. It's anybody's business. And let's wait and see what this last straight can deliver. Because I tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be no difference in this race. She's going to be a battle all the way to the finish line. And the transponders will have to decide once again, Matt.
What would we do without him? Rural Taranaki, the milk truck just rolls past. The locals will all be coming out for their feed. And the gate drops, someone slips a pedal, but it's the 08. Righto, we'll just try and pick him up. Jack Kelly, it was, lead him out. We've got Machoiche, Kelly, Jones, Ryan, Beck, Smith, and Zip. Jack Kelly, Cooper Beck. Then we're back to the Hawera rider of Robbie Zilwood. Toby Ryanson in that 4, but the race is out the front. Oh, showing his class, Cooper Beck. Bit of a whip, watch him whip.
Good to see some of these skills out of these riders, although they may only be 10, this is where it starts, and if they can obviously manual and jump, it leads them on to greater things going forward. Yep, and a lot of these riders, of course, will have Mighties 11s, and talking about Mighties, of course, the Trials is coming up at Pre-North next weekend, but back to the action here. We have our 11 boys out there doing the bizzo. We've got Hook and Dumbbell, Moruhu, McRae, Burden. Pretty sure I've got the right list there, mate. And I have indeed, because how can I not forget him? But Leon Dumbbell, as he comes flying into this third corner, sitting there in the triple moment. Our competitor, he's sitting back there in the fourth, and of course 3-1. Braxton Hook from Hawera sitting there in that R5 spot. But Leon Dumbbell, he'll take out race 104.
So on the gate, the 11 boys. Moto 4, their final race for the day. They're lining up. We've got Dylan Fagan, Jackson Houlihan, Jared Rennie, and Guthrie McNabb.
Random start. Riders ready.
A good start there from Rennie. Jackson. Our Hawera rider sitting in there is Dylan Fagan and Jackson Houlihan. Out of the Hamilton Club, Jared Rennie and Hutt Valley Guthrie. But it's Jackson Houlihan. Then we got Jared Rennie. Back to Guthrie. Rounding out the field is Dylan Fagan. Just 4 horses in this race. And a nice ride there from Jackson Houlihan out of Hawera. Home track advantage.
Just waiting on our officials just to make sure that the next groups are all locked and loaded, ready to go. 11 to 12 girls, Zilwood, Moruhu, Davies and Kane. Rightio, another 4-horse race here in Hawera. This is race 106. And we got the 2 Te Awamutu riders going bar to bar, but the Hawera riders decided to get a piece of the action, and she's at the moment sitting in that 3 spot. She was sitting in the 2, but the Te riders decided, I want it back, so we got TA 1, 2 at the moment. Hawera in the 3 spot, and we got Davies there from New Plymouth sitting there in the 4 spot. But she's a battle between the 2 club members. This is the 129 rider, Lily Rose Moruhu. She's leading the way at the moment. 399, that's Jasmine Kane, who fellow club member, sitting there in the 2 spot. And I tell you what, these girls are going bar to bar down this 4th straight as they drop into that left to right hand sweeper. And it looks like the tail sure move out, sure take out the 1 spot for race 106, followed there by Lily Rose. And our New Plymouth rider will take out the 3.
Oh, good team sportsmanship also there. Jasmine and Lily just fist pumped down in the pit. So they might be competitors on the track, but off the track they're good mates. Here we go, the 12 boys, Jacob White, Caleb Smith, Kemp Hancock, Carter Lane, Oliver Donaldson, Timothy Cresswell and Dylan Fox. Dylan Fox had a good ride last time, same with Tim Tam. Here we go, it's the Hawera rider though. Caleb White, or Caleb Smith I think there, sorry. Then we've got Timothy Cresswell. Who's going to lead in the out of the corner there? All transponders, it's show class. Timothy Cresswell with the manual over the finish line.
Once again, skill sets, manuals, that's what got Tim Tam over the finish line. Rightio, back up to the gate. We've got our next group of 12 boys. We've got Hodder, Scott, Banks, Short, Gardner, Matterford and Lawrence once again. But there we have it, our ends end 1 rider. He's a skinny digit. That's Nixon, Banks from Hamilton. He's had a strong performance all day, and it certainly is pushing on through down this 3rd straight. The wind seems they've died off, which is a nice sight to see here in Hawera. Sitting there in the 2 spots, our 555 rider. That's Fletcher Lawrence there from Hawera. Sitting back there in the 2 spots.
As we take another step up, it gets more and more challenging here from the 13 boys on the gate. Callum Matheson, Cohen Ludlam, Morris Rennie, Nixon Poynton, Caleb White, Lockie Leicester, Sano Cochran Benton, and Case Silver. The NBR rider match components just clipped. Sano Cochran Benton is down. Case Silver off to the races though. Cohen Sydney, 2 spot. Here comes Caleb White and Callum Matheson. Sano, he's at, I tell you what, they breed him tough down here in the Naki. He's up and riding, but Huckett off to the races. It's Case Silver. Then Nixon Poynton. We got White sitting in that 3, then back to Callum Matheson. Races on for 5 and 6. Here we go. Into the corner, they Lockie and Morris. And a clapper for Sano Cochran Benton. Bindit, now he's back up and racing. They breed him tough down here.
Well, certainly in the heartland of New Zealand, Matt, they breed them tough, all right. We're in the dairy farming, we're in the gas and oil region of New Zealand. Certainly a great part of the motu to be in. The Wild West, as we call it, as well from the Wellington region. And I tell you what, there's a battle once again between Arnold and the 112 rider. That is Ben Walter there from Capital. These two are going to go hard all the way to the finish line. And we know what Elias Perut has been doing as well. He's sitting there in the 3 spot at the moment. I tell you what, here's all the action again in this 4th corner. Arnold's decided to go high-low. He'll get the run-off. He'll get the speed on that inside line. Is it going to pay the dividends? Tell you what, mate, I can't call it, and we're not allowed to, apparently, mate. We leave it to the technology to decide.
Yes, best not get told off. The 35, 44 male, 20 inch. And we have Grant Rennie, Joel Hook, Brent Robinson, Dwayne Inwood, and Daniel Johnny. We got 177, 666. Joel Hook and Brent Robinson, they've been racing out the front there all day. Plenty of support coming from the sideline for the boys. He's on his tail. Nice finish there from Daniel Johnny, I think it was.
And I tell you what, these young fellas are probably sucking it in now to race 4 already of the 45 plus male 20 inch. We've got Hodos, Hughes, Curtis, Feist and McDonald rounds out the 5 riders as they make their way into that 2nd corner. HAW and Hawera. These boys are probably going to enjoy the night as they recover and of course get ready to head up to the Shark Tank tomorrow. And it looks like the Gregory Shoe Show, he's leading the pack. He's got the afterburners out, he's got the action going to plenty out there in front, and he's even showing us that although he may be 45 plus, he's got the manuals, he's got the skills. And I tell you what, Aaron as well, Curtis, Feist, McDonald, good riding lads, and we will see you back tomorrow.
Great to see Kenny Feist up here again. Always a good supporter of the Taranaki regional champs. The women elite out the gate. We've got Kira, we've got Riley Fever, Sam Van Der Veen, Mia Watkins, and Sonia Rennie. So Maya Watkins, Kira Waite, on the inside Riley Fever, then we're back to, might be Sonia Rennie. But Kira Waite takes that one away. I know we're not meant to call it, but that was obvious.
Tell you what, mate, we've got good eyesight, we're commentators, got the skills to pay the bills as well. Anyway, back up to the gate, and we've got this 2nd group of women elite in moto number 4. We've got Thompson, Delaney, Arnold, Peters, Levins, and Sorensen from Hawera. She's the local lass out there doing the business with the best of the best in the business, but at the moment is the local rider there, the rider there from Tauranga. That is Taylor Arnold. She's got the 196 plate on, but coming up the outside, he's been pushed up high. That's Olivia Levins there from Carmody. She was trying to roll the rest of the pack, but we got 3 abreast there as they drop into this 4th corner. Get out of your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because this race is going to go hard to the finish line. We got the 3 riders, Levins. I tell you what, there's Arnold there doing the business as well. Oh, I tell you what, once again, this racing today has delivered. Good riding, girls.
And straight into the 13-footing girls. Amelia Lane, Jasmine Campbell, Danica Burgesson, and Brooke Day. Danica is straight out there, and I think we've got Brooke in 2. We'll pick up the numbers as we come towards us. But it is and then Brooke. Back to our Hawera rider of Jasmine and Amelia from New Plymouth. Now the Kapiti Sorry, what do we got? Cambridge, Danica, Burgesons, Brook Day. Back to a Hawera rider of Jasmine Campbell and Amelia Lane.
And the gate slaps down here, and once again Daniel Mason, the NBR match component rider. He's gone from lane 6 across to lane 1, but he's gone high. And the rider there from New Plymouth, Jack Jordanson, he's trying to go roll. He has gone on the inside of Daniel, so Daniel's going to have to work hard. Jack Jordanson from New Plymouth, I'm sure he knows a thing or two about this track. He's leading the pack as they drive into the third corner. Mason's going to probably go low. Let's see what he can do. And there's a battle on as well for 3-4. This is exciting race, and another group as well from 5 back to 8 at the moment. But at the moment, Jack Jordanson, he's leading the pack. Can Mason close the gap? Looks like Mason's given up, and Jordanson will take out 1 for race 116.
Well, get the pleasure of calling it the 15 boys. Kaya Timuana, Cooper Myers, Jackson Lawrence, Tom Coleman and Zach Short. Out of the Hawera stable, Zach Short out in lane. What do we got? Lane 8 out there, is it? Who knows? We'll go lane 1 closest to me. Wide. Kaya Timuana in control. What a bolter. He got the whole shot and he's off. So everyone chasing Kaya Timuana out of the NBR match racing team. Tom Cohen hot on his heels. Jackson and Zach battling out. Cooch hanging out the back there, taking it easy today. Battling out, Kaya Timuana might just come away with it. That'll be 1 for the books there. He'll be stoked with that ride.
Tell you what, Matt, you're a brave man calling that one. Anyway, good riding all round from those lads. 15 to 16 girls, race 118. And we got Greenoff in here, Bell, Hera, Hancock, Gardner and Herbert. But once again, the world number 3, Lily Greenoff, she's pulled out. She's taken a nice high line out of that first corner, which gives her the speed to run off down the second straight. Sitting there in the 2 spot, it is the Molly Inia show from Te Aomuru. She's had a good showing all day, but at the moment, Lily Greenoff from Cambridge, she's leading the pack down the third straight into the third corner. Moles is sitting there in the 2, the 505 rider, that's Amber Bell. She's sitting there in the 3, followed there by Hera Hancock and Hazel Gardner. Makes up this pack of 15 to 16 girls, but Lily Greenoff looks like she'll take out a clean sweep today in the 15 to 16 girls, followed there by Molly Yania from Te Aomuru. And it looks like we've had a bit of a changing of the guard as well from 4 to 3. But good riding once again, ladies, and we'll see you back tomorrow, bright and early at New Plymouth.
Oh, mate, this will be a boomer. We've got the 16 boys on the gate. Casey Walker, Mason Stills, Finn Cogan, Nick Cowie. Harry didn't feature today, but Angus Thompson. Oh, the 478 rider. There we got Finn Cogan busting out of the gate. They hit away them. Matched racing components team, NBR rider. Here's Angus Thompson. So here we go. They hit away. Nick Cowie sitting in that 2 spot. Gus a Bus hot on his tail. Finn Cogan show. It's not over though. Here we go. Pushing to the second and third. A nice close race.
Tell you what, mate, those 3 riders, they have put on a great show today, and I'm sure they'll continue it in New Plymouth as well. Good riding, boys. Anyway, gate slaps down here in Howard as the day starts to come to an end. We're going to 8 to 14, Cruisamel, Udata Garside, Dawson, Rennie, and Cochrane Benton, I think it is. But it looks like our rider, that's Nelson Udata, he's leading the pack. He's the Z3 rider. In race number 120 as they make their way down that second corner over the last of these big features here in Hawera. Sitting there in the 2 spot, that's our 100 rider, that's Santo Cochrane Benton from New Plymouth. He's going to have the home track advantage tomorrow. Let's see if it pays dividends. But at the moment, the Rotorua rider, he's travelled across, and he's sitting there in that one spot. Oh, he left the door open, and I tell you what, Santos decided to go wide, and he's going to cross the line to take out the one in race 120.
Tell you what, that was Sano. He dropped it in the 20-inch, and he's back there winning the cruiser. So big ups to Sano there. As we head to race 121, 17, 39-year-old cruiser male. Luke Barnett, Thomas Benton, Joel Perriam, Matt Lubbridge, Hunter Hill, Ben Walter, Adam Lawrence, Zachary Arnold. So as they head towards us, we got Adam Lawrence in the lead at the moment. And then we got Zachary Arnold. How quickly they make ground on the rest of the field. Ben Walter racing really nicely today. Adam Lawrence also.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Alrighty, it must be time for me to go home as well, Matt. I'm already one race behind. We're up to race number 122. Tamapo, Adamson, Szymanski, Rennie, Stevens and Donaldson. I tell you what, this is a stacked group of talented riders coming hard and fast towards us. Is our 66 rider, that's Gary Adamson, and the man himself, Shimmy, sitting there in the 2 spot. Great to see this young fella out there on the bike. He, of course, is a coach here in the region as well, showing us his skills. Sitting there in the 3-4 spot at the moment. Rennie's decided to go high-low. He's going to get the run off and move up there into that 3 spot. But Adamson will take it the 1, Shimmy for the 2, and Rennie for the 3. Enjoy your night, boys. Rest up, and we'll see you back tomorrow.
So they're all professional at this age. Oh, here we go, full gate. It's Brent Hancock into the whole shot at the corner there. Aaron Hodder, they call him elbows. He's got those elbows out. Look out. He's a formidable unit, that's for sure. Oh, a bit of rubbing is racing. Brent Hancock comes away. No love lost. I think that's Daz Appearance sitting in one spot. I'm not sure. We'll pick him up as he comes towards us. Greg Hughes and Brett Hancock just coming to gutter. Rubbins Racing boys. They were going hard. So good on you, Brett. And Greg. Brett coming back to pick up his mate. Didn't even see who finished.
No, I didn't either, mate, because I was focusing on those 2 riders who went down, and I tell you what, Gregory Hughes is going to have to face the music when he goes back to where he's been sitting today. He's going to get stick. But anyway, I'm sure he'll go back tonight, have a hot shower, and he'll be back firing tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you watch the last race of today here in Hawera, 17 plus cruiser female. And the curtain comes down here in day 1 of the Taranaki Regional Champs. This is a 17 plus cruiser female. Make their way around this track at a blistering pace. We've got Taylor Arnold leading the way at the moment. Followed in behind us Bycroft, Inwood and Rennie as well. But Taylor Arnold's decided to say, I want to hurry up and get home. I'm going to pull out. I'm going to go as fast as I can around the rest of this track. Sitting there in the 2 spots, our lady there from New Plymouth, Inwood, she's going to have home track advantage tomorrow. Let's see if that pays dividends for her. Sitting there in the 3 spot is Mother Rennie there from Hamilton. Coming towards us in the 4 spot, that's our 246 rider. That's Kat Bycroft from Hamilton as well. And there's a bit of a drag race going on there between 1, 2. Arnold's been pushed back into the 2 spot. And I'll tell you what, Inwood's going to take out race number 124. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of day one here for the 2023 Taranaki Regional Champs. It's been a fantastic day of racing. Riders, make sure you rest up well tonight, and we'll see you back for day two, New Plymouth, kicking off at 9:45. Practice will run through to 10:30, and the gate will look to drop at 11 o'clock. Once again, thank you for all attending. Mā te wā, and we will see you bright and early at New Plymouth for day two.
What's my reason to ride?
For the thrill of the downhill.
To watch them succeed.
Customizing my bike. Racing my mates. Learning new tricks. Winning races.
For moments like these.
And hitting the big air.
Now, what's your reason not to?